Hello, everybody. Hello, friends. Hello, hello, hello. I hope that you have had an excellent week, a very happy holidays, if you are on holidays right now, a very Merry Christmas, if you celebrated that, whatever it is that you're doing, I hope it's going awesome. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday for me, probably Monday for many of you. Starting a little late here, but fortunately, I'm off work right now. I don't have work tomorrow, so I'm planning on streaming a little longer than usual, which is great. That's awesome. But yeah, I hope you're all doing rad. It's wonderful to see you here. What's up, Yakanono? How you doing? What's up, Auburn Librarian in the chat. Auburn, welcome. Auburn says, I missed you all like crazy. Happy holidays. I hope this new year will be amazing for you all. Auburn, it is wonderful to see you out here. True to what you said, you are reverting to night owl mode during your Christmas holidays. So I'm glad that means you can join us here. That is rad. We've missed you too, Auburn, and I'm hoping that we get some other long-time channel members coming out of the woodwork here for the stream tonight. It's always nice to see folks who can't normally make it out able to join us over the holidays, because hopefully many of you get a little bit of time off work right now. Auburn, I also hope your new year is fantastic, spectacular, exceptional even, and the same for all of you here. Obviously we're a couple days away from the end of 2025, and it's been a year. It has been a year. Let us hope the next year brings positive things. Let us hope. But this will be my last stream of the year. So I don't know what that means really, other than so we've got an arbitrarily defined marker in time coming up, and then after that it's like a fresh slate. Even though it's just the same continuous flow of time, we tell ourselves mentally it's like a fresh slate, right? So that's cool. But anyway, yes, of course 2026 I hope will be a wonderful year for all of you. I can tell you right away that if you sign up for a holiday card, your year will start off well, because you will get a holiday card sometime in January. It's not going to be in December, that's for sure. I just got the holiday cards back from the printer 2 days ago, and so the great holiday card writing is underway. And I hope to have those sent out this week. So that's a little holiday card update for all of y'all. And as you can see, we are here tonight with Skyrim. I thought about a bunch of different possible games we could play. Part of me really wanted to check out Civ 7 tonight, dive back into Civ 7, see how that game is coming along, because for whatever reason I always associate this time of year with Civilization. I think it's because back when I was, doing my undergrad, I played a lot of Civ over the Christmas holidays. But I don't know, I just thought about it. I'm like, I feel like we need to close out the year with something classic, something cozy, something that, is just easy, that everyone enjoys, something nostalgic, because right now we're looking back to last year, not quite looking forward just yet. Well, even though we just were, but you know what I mean. And so Skyrim it is. This channel was practically founded on Skyrim, so gotta come back to it. Naga, howdy, Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year as well. My Christmas was very nice, Naga. It was very nice. It was extremely busy right up till Boxing Day. And then the last couple days have been pretty chill. I've just been trying to like come down from up here to down here. Recenter myself, get on top of some stuff around the house that had been on hold for a bit. It's been a nice few days. And my Christmas itself, despite being very busy, was very nice. I hope yours was too, Naga. Naga, thank you for coming back for another one for 54 frickin' months in the sub club. That is massive. That is huge. That is spectacular. Welcome back to the Spud Butts for another one. Your first Christmas in your new home, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Naga? Same for us here. This was our first Christmas in this house. So figuring out how we wanted to do all the decorations. We did like a bunch of stuff with the lights. I think I showed you guys a picture a few streams back. Where to put the Christmas tree, all that jazz, you know. So that was kind of fun. You know what, Auburn? You know what, Auburn? The holiday card signups are technically closed. I keep doing this. I should probably be better about this, but they're technically closed, but, you know, I haven't sent them out yet, and I did print some extras, because I had an inkling that there might be some late signer-uppers. So I'll extend this one more time, and I shouldn't keep doing this, because it's a little unfair in some ways, but if you really, really want a holiday card, I do have a few extras. I can't promise that I'll be able to send them to everybody. If a whole bunch of people email me tonight and they're like, Nick, I need a card, I'll have to do it in a first come, first served order. But I do have a few extras. I gotta leave myself a little buffer just in case I'm writing cards and I screw up, you know? I write them in permanent marker. So there's no backsies. But anyway, the point is, if you really, really want a card, send me an email. It can't hurt. Hopefully I can send you a card. Worst case scenario, I send you a reply and I'm like, look, I can't send you a card, but I can say happy holidays. So that's where that's at. So yeah, send me an email to the asmrnerd@gmail.com. I need to know your full mailing address. I need to know your preferred name that you want me to write on the card. That's what I need from you. Auburn, for you, anything. Of course, of course. And I mean, I'm opening it to anybody else who's here as well, to be equitable, you know. Of course. Yo, hey, you know what we do around these parts that we haven't done yet? Something that's actually very important to the integrity and ongoing success of this channel is we gotta shout out the top 3 in each chat. The first people in the chat. Why is it so important? It's a mystery for the ages, my friends. It's a mystery for the ages. But, yo, DJ Kid Gorgeous. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate you getting your biddies out and cheering. DJ Kid Gorgeous says, hi Nick, can't stay right now, but happy final 2025 stream. Thanks for a great year. DJ Kid Gorgeous, thank you for being a part of this channel and this year and previously and into the future as well. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. And I look forward to hanging out with you on the stream here in 2026. You have a great one, DJ Kid. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the very kind cheer. And have a happy new year. Have a very happy new year. A very happy new year. Top 3 in each chat. I would be remiss if we did not acknowledge that Bruce Buchner was certified first tonight in the Twitch chat, as far as I can see. Congratulations, Bruce. It was quiet tonight. I don't know if people are just busy with family stuff or just chilling, going full goblin mode, forget what day of the week it is. But Bruce was certified first, coming in only about 10 minutes before the stream started. So, well, before the scheduled stream start time. The stream didn't really start for like a half hour after that, but you know how we roll around here. Certified second goes to Sargon. Sargon, congratulations. Heck yeah, Skyrim. You know it. You know it. And certified third goes to 2024 GG2000. GG2000, thank you for being here, certified third in the Twitch chat, and thank you for saying you are a huge fan. That is very kind. Very kind. Fire Goals are coming in with a very close certified fourth. Almost Fire Goals. Over in the YouTube chat, hello YouTube. I'm not ignoring you. I know you are there. I am reading your chat as it appears. I just haven't acknowledged you yet, so consider yourselves acknowledged. Shout out to Fire Goals, certified first in the YouTube chat. Well done, Fire Goals. Stephen coming in certified second. Stephen even called it. Stephen says certified second. You are correct, Stephen. Certified third goes to Fortune Finders. Fortune Finders, congrats on certified third. Congratulations to all of our top 3 starters. I never know what to call it. Top 3 first chatters in each chat. Also, Fire Goals, it's kind of weird to see you over in the Twitch side of things. You're always over on YouTube, rarely on Twitch. It's nice to see you on both places. And of course, shout out to our VOD viewers in the future. Those of you watching this after it has been broadcast live, always a pleasure to have you here. Feel free to leave a comment down below. You know how it goes. I'll reply eventually. But if you want to skip ahead to the gameplay, you probably already know. Jump ahead like an hour from now, and maybe we'll be gaming. Maybe we'll be gaming. Possibly. You have that power, though. You have that power. Time travelers, all of them. Yes, I had a very nice Christmas, actually. It was here in town. We didn't travel anywhere, which I'm thankful for because we live on an island. It's a pretty big island, like 1 million people on this island. But to get, to other parts of the world, you gotta generally leave the island somehow. Always, I guess. Not generally, always. Anyway, the point being, many people take the ferries. We have one of the largest ferry systems in the world. And that's all well and good. The ferries are nice usually, except for when there's a bunch of windstorms, because windstorms cancel sailings. And so, obviously, we were not leaving the island. We didn't have to deal with this, but it was a bit of a mess over the holidays because we had some big windstorms leading up to Christmas for a ton of ferry cancellations. My understanding is it was unpleasant trying to get off the island during that time. So point being, I'm glad that we got to stay here. We spent some time with family. Got to see my aunt, who I see maybe once a year at Christmas, roughly, these days. It's always nice. And ate a bunch of delicious food and got well and truly spoiled by many wonderful people in my life with some lovely gifts, lovely treats, baking, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it was very nice. And now I'm very grateful to have a week off. I won't be going back to work until the 5th of January, so pretty excited about that. What about you guys? What did y'all get up to over the last week? It's only been a week since I've seen you, but it's a very busy week for many people, so I want to hear about it. I have a few items here, some of the treats and gifts that I was spoiled with, that I'll show you guys shortly because I think they're cool. I think you might appreciate some of them. So I'll show those in a second, but I'm gonna scroll through chat a little bit, try to get a little bit more caught up on it first, since I am half hour behind or so probably. Skyrim user says, hey gang, been a while since I caught a stream because of college, excited to have time. Skyrim user, I hope you're still here, and welcome. It's good to see you. I hope your college is going well. I hope you're enjoying a well-deserved break. PG Pixels, great to see you. Happy holidays. Welcome. Auburn Librarian, of course, hanging out with us here. Auburn, for those of you who maybe don't know, because of Bunger, because Auburn hasn't been able to make it out very much for a long time because of time zone differences and job stuff, early starts and things like that. Auburn is like, oh gee, Auburn has been in this community, I don't even know, since the beginning of time, basically. So it's wonderful to see Auburn here tonight. Ace Trainer Wannabe, good evening to you. Artractive, hello. Artractive says, hi Nick. I probably won't be able to hang around for the stream tonight. Okay. Well, not hello then. Goodbye. I kid. Artractive says, probably won't be able to hang around for the stream tonight. Heading out for dinner with my extended family. Very nice. Hope everyone has a fun stream. Attractive, I hope you have been enjoying your camping over this past week. Your beachside camping. Attractive is in the southern hemisphere, for those wondering, where it is peak summer right now. And I hope you enjoy your meal with your family as well, Attractive. I hope you enjoy catching up on the VOD later. Sargon says, I always love me some epic Skyrim music. Me too. I associate the Skyrim menu music now with these streams. I've been standing here yapping at you guys so many times for so many years with this menu music playing that like it is synonymous to me with streaming Skyrim. Not just playing, but streaming. So I don't even know how many times I've streamed Skyrim. If I had to guesstimate how many times I've sat on this menu and yapped with Ollie all over the years, it's like many hundreds. White PSP, hello, welcome on in. The PSP was a goated console, handheld, whatever you want to call it. Nicoma, hello and welcome. Speaking of holiday cards, you all know Nicoma Raccoon, our resident raccoon, but also our resident artist who does the holiday card art every year. This year's, I gotta say, I think it might be the best ever. It might be. We've had some good stuff in previous years, but I really like this one. I hope y'all will too when you receive it. Well, I don't know. There's been some really good ones too. It's hard to say, but I really like how this year's turned out. So, Nicole says, I draw the lines that kind of look like Nick. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're like a flattering version of me, basically. A very flattering version of me. Yakinono / Logo Tone, welcome on in. I know Yakinono's chilling over in the YouTube chat. I also see a Logo Tone, alter ego Logo Tone in the Twitch chat. Speaking of YouTube chat, who else is here? Fortune Finder says, I'll be able to sleep tonight. I hope so. I hope we can help you get some rest. Fire Goals, as usual, checking out tonight's beer. Yes, it is an eggnog beer. Now, some of you might remember the great Nog Wars of several years back. I'm not here to reignite the Nog Wars, but I saw this eggnog beer and I was like, I gotta try it. Like, I gotta know, right? So whether you are pro-Nog or anti-Nog, I hope we can all come together for tonight's beer pour. I hope. We'll see. It could also be disgusting. I mean, that's not necessarily even an indictment of eggnog if it is. It's just an indictment of that beer. But I hope it's not disgusting. I hope it's delicious. Ace Trainer Wannabe says, happy holidays all. Excited to be here for the final stream of the year. I'll be lurking in the background, as usual, playing some Legends ZA. I've been loving Legends ZA lately. I didn't touch it much since launch. I recently, over the break here, and a little before, started playing it again. That game, I think I like it a lot more than I expected to. I think it's actually really well designed and a really good Pokemon game. It might be my favorite Pokemon game for quite some time, actually. I think I might even like it more than Legends Arceus. It feels better, more fully realized, you know? Yeah, I think Legends EA is actually kind of a banger. Will Jessup in YouTube chat says, eggnog beer, interesting. Steven says, sounds good, especially at that 8% level. Yes, it's a strong one. It's a stout, and it's an 8%, so it's not only, and it's a coffee stout. So it's like eggnog, coffee, stout. So mix in our caffeine and our alcohol, our uppers and our downers. It's like a really mellow Four Loko. But I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Yakinono says, that's cool. I remember around this time last year asking Nick if he liked eggnog for some reason. I feel like it comes up many, many times, most years even. The nog discussion. I see we have a long lost visitor in the chat. Drake Hottis ASMR. This is great to see, my friend. Well, come on in, Drake. Drake says eggnog, coffee, stout, gags. Remains to be seen if it's gag worthy. Remains to be seen. Let's get a shout out. Shout out. Conus ASMR tits. Please go love on our man. Love on our man, Drake. Love on our man, Drake. You know what I mean. Go follow Drake Honest ASMR artist. If you're not already somehow for some reason. You should do it. It'll bring you good luck for the new year. It'll give you a better 2026, I promise. I promise. Steven over on YouTube says, stream starting right while my flight takes off. Oh no, Steven, we may have lost you then. I mean, like not lost, but like lost, you know, you're not here with us on the stream. But hopefully you have some in-flight Wi-Fi and you can join us while you fly. Duke says hello. Duke, welcome. And thank you for liking the stream, Duke. I appreciate that. Very kind. Yakinono says, hey Nick, my Christmas Eve and Christmas were great. I hope yours was relaxing. Yeah, my Christmas itself was not, but the last couple days have been, so that is nice. That is nice. And I'm glad that yours were good, Yakinono. Yakinono went on to say, I'm getting time off work and I resolved the issue with the medical clinic after a very uphill 3 weeks. That must feel like a huge relief. Now I don't have to do anything. It's so awesome. Maybe I'll play Final Fantasy 16 tomorrow morning. Oh, that's the best feeling. Like, you work your butt off all year. I don't know about you guys, but it's like very uncommon that I can guilt-free just sit down during the day on some random day and just be like, I just kind of want to play a game and play a game. Like, if I get any gaming time, it's usually a little bit in the evenings. But it's very indulgent for me, anyway, these days, to like, it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon, I'm going to play a video game. And so that's a great feeling, and being able to do it more or less guilt-free, you know? So I hope you enjoy FF16, Yakinono. Ginger Bear, welcome. Stephen says, been a VOD lurker for years, but finally able to catch a live stream since delayed flight. Yo, you are still here with us. That's great. Mixed blessing, I suppose. Shout out to the VOD viewers. Happy New Year's, Nick. Shout out to the VOD viewers, indeed. Y'all know we love you. We know there's a lot of you that watch this. There's probably more people that watch this not live than live, actually. As weird as that sounds. Not probably. There definitely are more people that watch it after the fact. I mean, not that these VODs do like crazy numbers or anything, but you know, there's usually like several thousands of people at least that watch these after the fact, which is cool. We see you. I see you. I've been watching Avatar movies and playing the Avatar games. I'm like, I see you. Stephen, I hope that your flight comes along sooner rather than later. Not that I don't want you here, but I do want you to get to your destination. So I'm glad you can be here with us right now, though. Welcome, VOD lurker, Stephen. Welcome to the chat. The live experience. And by live, I mean like 15 minutes delayed experience. I hope it's everything you dreamed of. Hi, Jack. Great to see you. Happy early New Year's and happy holidays. Hi, Jack. How are your holidays? Hi, Jack says, I hope everyone had, or is still having, a wonderful holiday. Thank you. James says, hey, man, hope everything's well. Take care of yourself. Good to see you live. It is well, and I appreciate having you here, James. Thanks for the kind words. We had a miniature crisis today. I shouldn't even tell you about this. I don't want to embarrass my wife, but we were sitting there eating dinner. We got some takeout tonight, prime rib takeout from a local barbecue place. So good. We're sitting there eating dinner, and suddenly Sarah like sits up and she looks around. And I'm like, what's the matter? And she's like, I don't know where my rings are. And she's talking about her engagement ring and her wedding ring and all that stuff. They weren't on her hands. Usually they are. And I was like, oh, that's weird. When did you last see them? And she's like, I don't know if I put them on today. She's like, I remember yesterday when I put some hand cream on, I took the rings off. This was when we were in our car. So I was like, okay, is that the last time you remember seeing them? So I went out to the car and checked. They weren't there. We checked all the usual places around the house where they would be. She has a couple of trays, little jewelry trays that she puts them in. They weren't there. She was starting to freak out. She was starting to cry. And I was like, honey, like, I'm sure they're around somewhere. You didn't take them off and leave them out and about. So they're either in the car or in the house, right? We just have to find them. But she was starting to get real upset. And so we're looking around. This was in the middle of dinner. We kind of stopped. And we've checked like everywhere we can think of. And suddenly I'm like, wait a second. I look under the lid of the takeout container she was eating from. Like it was flipped over, you know, like open. And the rings were right there on the table. She had literally been wearing them. She took them off to eat dinner. And they were hiding under the lid of the takeout container. And so we have a happy ending to that story. But there was about 10 minutes of panic there. So I'm glad that we had a positive resolution there. Yo, what's up, Alex? VOD Squad makes it for the live stream. Always wonderful when the VOD Squad can join us live. Does it feel weird? Does it feel weird to be here live instead of the VOD? Stephen says, see why in the post it'll be a late one, but tonight, oh yeah, about the flight delay with that coffee stout. That sounds like a soothing experience and taste. I hope so. We'll find out. I wouldn't normally drink a coffee stout on a regular stream night because I normally work the morning after and the coffee in it might keep me up. But tonight, YOLO! We're good. Full send. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. We'll drink a coffee stout tonight. Stephen says, the live experience has been everything I've expected and more, but I had to buy Wi-Fi for the opportunity in itself. Hey, but that's good. If you bought the Wi-Fi, hopefully that means you have it through your flight as well, so you can stay with us. Yo, what's up, Trobe? Trobe in the YouTube chat. Good to see you, Trobe. Channel member Trobe says, life needs to keep you on your toes sometimes. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? Lest we become complacent. Twitch chat, I know you've been hanging out there in slow mode. Nicole, thank you for slow mode. I do appreciate it. It means I can get caught up on the chat a little bit faster. So thank you. Thank you all for your patience while I get caught up on the Twitch chat. Ace Trainer Wannabe said, "Happy holidays, all excited to be here for the final stream of the year." Wait, I read that. Sorry, I went off in chat a little bit. Okay, let's scroll down a little. Lionheart. Lionheart, so good to see you. Shout out to SLH Lionheart. Awesome streamer, awesome member of this community. Streams a variety of games. One might call Lionheart a variety streamer. But also chill games. Super chill. Lionheart, did I see you streaming, what's it called? Little Corners? Is that what it's called? It's like that sticker game with like the little dioramas, little corners. I was thinking of trying that out on stream soon. It looks really cozy. But what Lionheart is perhaps best known for streaming is Thief. So if any of y'all taffers are in the chat here, go check out Lionheart. Lionheart was recently streaming Thief VR, which came out earlier this month. I haven't played Thief VR yet because I never got my VR headset set up in here because I have an older Oculus Rift which needs external cameras to work, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to set up. That's my little check, my little test to see if Eyelash Hippo is here. We'll see. And so I just haven't done it. Honestly, at this point, my plan is to wait until the Steam frame comes out and just buy a Steam frame and use that to play Thief VR. So at some point in the future, y'all can look forward to some Thief VR content on the channel, but not yet, not yet. I did see your Twitch whisper, Lionheart. Yes, I did. I replied earlier. Eric 37. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to our chat. Welcome to our chat. Great to have you here. Nicoma says, my Christmas was quiet and relaxing. That is wonderful. I'm glad to hear it, Nicoma. Naga said, I had to run around on Christmas as well. So busy one for Naga. Ilk says, hey, good evening. Just wanted to stop in and say hi before falling asleep. Good evening to you, Ilk. I hope you fall asleep and rest well. I'm glad you could join us, though, for the last stream of the year. Yo, what's up, 2024 GG 2000? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. I saw you were up at the top of the chat there. I think you were certified third tonight. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Congratulations, GG 2000. Naga says, yes, it was my first Christmas, or first Christmas here in Naga's new place. Didn't do any lights this time around, but will for sure next time. Awesome. Awesome. Marky Mark, welcome. Welcome. Yes, we are going to be doing some Skyrim here tonight, eventually. That's true, Nicoma. I could send a digital card to those who have missed the timing for the printing. That's actually not a bad idea. I could send it by email, electronic mail, which allows me to send a picture and a card at the same time. Wait, a picture and text at the same time. That's true. I could in fact do that. In fact, I will in fact do that if we run out of printed cards. Dawn's Eternal Light, welcome, welcome. Happy holidays, Dawn's Eternal Light. I hope you're doing great. Steel Neko says X to doubt on what? Probably I was talking about the holiday cards. That's fair. That's fair. You have every right to doubt. But you're gonna get them. You're gonna get them. And you too, Steel Neko. You're signed up. You're gonna get one eventually. Nicoma says, I have caffeine tonight. I'm gonna make it to the gameplay, guys. I can do it. I believe in you, Nicoma. I believe in you. We both have caffeine tonight. Love Blazer, hello. Sorry, I'm going back like half an hour in chat here, y'all. Love Blazer says, hi, I'm getting a new monitor today. That's hype AF. I love a new monitor. Is it like a gaming monitor? Like a high refresh rate? All that stuff. I hope you enjoy it. Love Blazer, hope you enjoy it. Auburn, referring to not being able to make it out to the streams and having been around here for a while, says, yep, I'm ancient and the clock block is real. Indeed. Indeed. OT Rub, welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good holiday, OT Rub. And of course, Draconis ASM Artist, who we already acknowledged, but I only got to the part of the chat just now where Drake appeared. Drake says, well, 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 what do we have here? What do we have here? What indeed, Drake? What indeed? Hollow Clips, howdy and welcome. Hollow Clips, welcome. Rick Grimes, great to see you, my friend. Rick says, I hope Christmas was wonderful. And cheers to 2025 and future in 2026. You know we're going to toast that tonight when we get to tonight's beer, for sure. Oh God, here we go again. What, Drake? What do we go again? What's again? Limit 77, welcome. I know what's up. I know what's up. Eric's CR, thank you. I hope you're having a great night too. I hope you're having a great night too. Oh, the Nog War. Drake says, I'm not ready for another Nog War. I mean, what if we just don't have one? What if everyone just agrees that eggnog is a delicious holiday beverage and we leave it at that? How about that? It's real easy. Auburn says, I'm exhausted by adulthood and pleased to have gotten to the part of the holiday where no one knows what day it is. I could not have said it better myself. That's wonderful. Wow, Drake. Thank you for that freaking quote. Did you bait me? Did you bait me for that quote? Damn it. Please love on our man, Drake. You heard me. Please love on our man, Drake. Yes, it is good to see you also for the final time of 2025, Drake. Or is it? Or is it? Joe Mama, thank you for that rain earlier, by the way. Steel Neko, shouting out the people of the future. Hopefully they're cool. They might be. Hopefully. Lionheart, you're drinking some coffee right now. All y'all drinking like caffeine tonight. It's that kind of night, I guess. Jennifer over on YouTube. Yo, it's home to Valhalla. Valhalla, how you doing? It's been an age. Home to Valhalla says happy holidays to you and your loved ones. Thank you so much. It is really good to see you. I'm glad you can drop in. Those of you who've been around here for a while, not going to say how long, but some years, will remember Home to Valhalla from the Twitch streams as well. I really appreciate you dropping in, Jennifer, and all the best to you and yours as well. Trobe says, cheers to 2026, Nick. I appreciate all your streams and videos from 2025. Thank you, Trobe. But only the 2025 ones. 2024 ones and anything before that can just F right off with that. Straight garbage. Only 2025. I'm teasing. I'm kidding. B Noir says, any theme to the Skyrim run or just using it for the cozy vibes? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, B Noir. Any theme? Oh man, we're playing a save that we started in 2018, and miraculously the save game still works. The mod list still mostly works, and I think the theme, if I had to encapsulate it in a single word, would be chaos. It's been a very chaotic run, with some unforgettable moments over the years. But yes, we are still playing that save game. And on that note, you know what? Let's start the game, and then you guys get to look at something else and listen to something else for a little bit. Not necessarily gonna play yet, so don't get too excited, but just so that y'all can enjoy a different view. As much as I do love that main menu. Oh man. I don't know why it always loads in like this now. It was some mod we played years ago that broke the view, like the first person view. It always looks like this when I load this save now. Fortunately, I found a console command, this one, that makes the effect go away. I don't know what this console command does. I don't know why it looks like this when I load it. But at least I can fix it. There we go. Look at that. Look at our gang. We got Inigo over here. We got frickin' Argus over here. Who else we got here? We got Miko. Very good boy Miko. We got Carjo just scraping some pelts. Just cuz. And he's not not here right now, but we also have Reggie. Here, let's see if we can get Reggie to join us. If we fast travel to the Skull Village, Reggie should join us. Wait, where is he? Reggie? Reginald! Where is our mammoth? Y'all, where is our mammoth? Sir Reginald. Where did he go? Maybe he stayed behind on mainland Skyrim, because we are up in Solstheim right now. Maybe he was too big to fit on the boat. That's what I'm going to go with. I think he was too big to fit on the boat. Well, sad news for us Reggie lovers. Good news for y'all Reggie haters, I guess. We will be reunited. Eventually, we will be reunited with our boy Reggie. Eventually, just not tonight. Not tonight. Trobe says, "What even happened pre-2025?" Yeah, that's a valid question. That's a valid question. Otirub says, "If I drink coffee after 3 p.m., I will lay awake for hours and cannot sleep." That's me on most weekdays. 4 p.m. is my cutoff. I do not drink coffee after 4 p.m. It's not good for me and my sleep. Lionheart says, you were playing Little Corners. You have it up right now, but to cozy up with it, nice. And I did see some of your VR gameplay, yes. You're so happy to get that Garrett Neuralink. That's right. You are in Garrett's head. Or Garrett is in your head, I guess, in that game. Still early into it because I'm new to VR and it makes me nauseous. Yeah, the VR motion sickness is a real thing. It depends on your headset, but some of them have a way to adjust the interpupillary distance, which is the distance between, like this distance between the lenses. And so if you can't adjust that to dial it in, that can make a big difference, at least for me, in terms of like motion sickness. But I hope you're enjoying it so far, that Thief VR. So we're just cracking my fingies and smacking the table. Nicoma says, you seem to have got distracted talking about the card in YouTube chat. So just to say again, so you don't think I vanished later, I'm going to be on a time crunch the next 2 weeks while I pack up and move to Cali. Oh, I didn't see you say that. So I won't be around much at all. I'll try to pop in for a bit, but I may be exhausted. I'll stay as long as I'm able to this time. Nicoma, thank you for letting me know. Moving sucks at the best of times. Moving across the country is freaking brutal. I hope you take all the time you need to get settled into your new living arrangement, and I hope you love it when you get there. Do not worry one bit about us here. We might fall apart a little bit without you, but I'm sure we'll be able to blunder through as we usually do. We will miss you though, and I'm glad that you can stick around with us here tonight, hopefully to the bitter end. But we are sending you all the bestest of vibes for your move. It's a big one, and I hope that it goes as smoothly as it possibly can. Deadly Ninja, welcome. Ilk, enjoy your lurk. Drake says, yes, chaos is a very good descriptor of these streams as the scam shows up, just to highlight that fact. Otirub says the good old Christmas / holiday void, December 27th to 30th, where no one knows what day it is. And we all go full gremlin mode. That's correct. Full scamp mode, if you will. Auburn says the model still works. Knocking on all the wood I can find. Indeed. Inigo, Miko, Ew, Reggie. Auburn says no, the one stream I can join, I'm being subjected to Reggie. Well, lucky for you. Lucky for you. No Reggie tonight. Oh, thank my lucky stars. Drake says I ate him. He did not taste like chicken. Did he taste like pork? Did he taste like man meat? He is a man myth after all. No nightmares tonight, says Arturo. Truly a blessed stream, says Auburn. It's a Christmas miracle. Nicole says Auburn is here now. I trust her to take the helm, or trust them. I don't think Auburn is going to be able to make it out to every stream. This is a one-off, sadly. But, you know. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Drake, thank you for immortalizing that quote. It's important. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hopefully this is the very last scamp attack of 2025. Now that I've said that, there's no way it will be. So they waited for the last moment to strike when we least expected them. The scamps attacked. We're all in our holiday stupor. Our post-Christmas days. Serena, welcome. And thank you for bringing on the scamps. If only we had a way to stop the scamp army. If only, Drake. Auburn says I'm off work until the 12th, so I can be around for a couple of streams. Yes. That's right. You get to be around for the last stream of 2025 and the first stream of 2026. So that's pretty awesome. That's right, Steven. Nothing at all before 2025. Y'all guess what time it is? It's the time where I am at the bottom of the chat. And we are only an hour into this stream. Excellent. Wonderful. Parfait. Which means I can show you a couple of the things that I got for Christmas, which I think you might enjoy. And then we will do the beer, and then we will play some Skyrim. But first, allow me to introduce you to my new holiday sweater, which is very timely. I mean, because it's the holidays, yes, but also because y'all who were here for last weekend's stream might remember me saying that my Christmas sweater that I was wearing on last stream is getting a little bit tight. Starting to feel pretty tight. I'm starting to feel like a sausage in that sweater. I feel like every year I feel a little sausagier in that sweater. And so I was like, maybe it's time to get a new one. My wife was listening. Well, I don't know if she was listening to that stream. I don't think she watches these streams, but she somehow knew. She read my mind. That happens when you've been together for a while. And she got me this adorable Pikachu sweater for Christmas, which is a very good sweater. Not only does it have a very cute Pikachu, it is also green, which is my favorite color. It matches my eyes. Matches the emeralds in my ring, and matches the new watch she also got me for Christmas. I told you I was spoiled, you guys. Sarah got me this beautiful wristwatch. This is a wonderful everyday wear kind of watch, but a really gorgeous one. This is, I'm just going to polish it here a little bit. This is the Citizen Eco Drive. The Citizen Eco Drive. Here, let me take it off my wrist and show you guys. So this is, it is not a mechanical watch, which you know, some of you might know anyway. I've reviewed a few of on the channel over the years. This is a quartz movement watch, but it's cool in that it doesn't require a battery. It is a solar powered watch. And so underneath the center of the dial is a solar cell, and it powers the watch. It does have an integrated rechargeable battery, basically, which charges off that solar cell and can last up to 6 months from full charge before it needs any kind of sunlight. No wonder what conditions or in what scenario you would be in complete darkness for 6 months. If you're some kind of cave-dwelling troglodyte, I guess. But it will keep running. Anyway, but my favorite thing about this watch, aside from that cool feature, is the beautiful green face. It's got a lovely dial. I think it's just a beautiful, classy watch. It's a really nice blend of a bit of a vintage vibe, but also some nice modern features. And it's got this nice, they call it oyster style strap. And it's got a date display as well, as you can see. So I'm in love with this. I went and got it sized yesterday, and you'll probably see me wearing it quite a bit over the for years to come, I guess. I like it a lot though, and it was a very thoughtful gift for my wife. Also kind of makes some nice sounds. Otirup says that watch is sweet. Thank you, Otirup. Ace Trainer Wannabe says, I love the new sweater. Serena says, it's a wonderful sweater, so festive. Thank you. Yes, it is very festive and very cute. And of course the watch matches the sweater. The sweater matches the watch, which is pretty baller, I think. Amber says, so pretty, love the green. Thank you. Naga says, I've gotten one of my cousins and my partner into the AM stuff. Nice. I hope they like it. Your shilling has been so effective. I now shill into the AM to my friends and family as well. It's easy to do when they actually make good stuff that looks rad and is super comfortable. It's that simple. It's easy to shill for them. Why did the Automod catch that? I guess it didn't like shilling for some reason. Sorry, what's this about living on Svalbard, Auburn? I feel like I've lost the context. Drake, are you for real? Are you for real, Drake? It was so peaceful here when you weren't in the chat. Dear. No, you know I missed you. You know we missed you. Yeah. Oh, and then another lovely gift from my beautiful wife is this mug. Check it out, y'all. This is a Hobbit door mug, a Hobbit hole mug. This is made by a local artisan who is also an acquaintance, a friend, I guess, of my wife's. And she makes these custom, and you can see it's green to match everything. How color coordinated am I tonight? Yeah, she hand makes these. You can see it's got some very cute little flowers around the door, some shelf fungus over here, a pumpkin over here. Y'all, this is cottagecore AF, and super beautiful. So it's got this lovely interior. It's got like an iridescence to it. Anyway, she does a really nice job. We have a few other pieces of hers, and so it's gonna be my new coffee mug. It's a nice size too. It's just about the right size for a good cup of coffee. And it's super cozy looking. Yakinono says, I like the mug. I'm glad, Yakinono. And Drake says that mug is sick. Thank you. Glad you like my sick mug. Too peaceful. Yes, Drake. Yes, indeed. You are correct, actually. Auburn says that is so cute. Does that artist ship other places in Canada? That is a good question. I do not know the answer, but I will find out for you. I'll DM you the name of the artist and or her, her business, and Sarah can find out from her if she does ship elsewhere in the country, and I will let you know. Are you serious, Drake? Are you for real, Drake? Oh my gosh, he needs to be stopped. This man can't be stopped. Stephen says, lovely gifts. They are, aren't they, Stephen? Like I said, I was quite spoiled. Phase Beast, what's up? Phase Beast is late but here. Hello, ASMR. Gig Chad shirt green is my wallet full of cash, nerd. Is this pre-recorded? Always Phase Beast. Yo, happy holidays, Phase Beast. I hope you have had a good week. I hope you've had a good Christmas, if that's something you do. Great to see you, Phase Beast. Coffee review soon? I could see it. I do love me some coffee. We have lots of local roasteries. Justin, shout out to Justin Jet Zorbas. Good to see you, my friend. Justin in the YouTube chat says, Merry Christmas, Nick. Love the sweater, thank you. We were just talking about it. It was a Christmas gift. Thank you, Justin. Justin, I hope you had an excellent Christmas, wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas to you too. Yakinonos is passed out for a second there. Well, that's what we want. That's what we're here for. Another satisfied customer. Joe Mama says green and Jar's eating good as fuck right now. Wow, did I just AF right now? Apparently, I haven't even had any beer yet. It's the last stream of the year. I'm allowed. It's like a PG movie. I'm allowed one F-bomb, and there it was. Right. It's the one of the year, and my potty mouth. It's okay. Eyelash isn't here. Eyelash isn't here. Yikes. Sorry, what was the previous quote? Elaine got a size yesterday. It's the perfect size. Dang it. Hey, who's bonking me now? I'm entitled to one F-bomb per year. It's in the contract. Go look. Talk to my lawyer. His power is becoming too great. Heck yeah, Auburn. We love our Canadian small businesses. We support our Canadian small businesses. St. Nick supports our Canadian small businesses. Kanono, congrats on your 3-stream watch streak. I mean, I know it's a lot more than that, but on your Logo Tone account at least, it's been 3. Congrats. Eric Omega, welcome on in. I'm glad you could join us tonight. Welcome to the stream. Neemsy, welcome Neemsy. How are you doing? Quote. Meanwhile, quote 246. Yep. That sounds on brand. Wait, do we got some point redeems sitting there? Have I ignored them? Oh, I surely have. We have 2 beer lore requests. Alright. Let's see if I can find any lore on this beer. I'm not even sure if there's anything about it that I can find. Let's see. Storm Brewing Eggnog Latte Stout. Normally, the beer company will provide some literature on the beer, but I don't see anything here. I might not be able to fulfill your beer lore requests. Okay, Okay, there are some product details. Allow me to read you the product details. This is from Storm Brewing in Vancouver, BC. Tonight's beer is an eggnog latte stout. It is described thusly. Winter has arrived at Storm Brewing with one of our most popular brainstorms now available in tall cans. This Imperial Oatmeal Stout features nutmeg, cinnamon, and vanilla and is astonishingly smooth for 8% ABV. Vegan friendly. Vegan friendly. It's got a very cozy picture on it. You'll see it shortly when I go get it. But nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, and coffee, presumably. Coffee. I guess it's part of their Brainstorms series, which is just like trying random stuff. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got. That's the beer lore. A smooth Imperial Oatmeal Stout featuring coffee, vanilla, cinnamon, and nutmeg. I will go get it out of the fridge in just a moment. I will take Norgrill's request. I will refund Otirub's request. And I will do the blood sugar check requested by Nakoma Raccoon. And 7.9 and stable. We like to see that. That's excellent. So thank you, Nakoma, for looking after your streamer. I also see here. Yes, a good sugar number. That's right, Nakoma. I also see here a pick the next stream game request from one Draconis ASMR who says, speaking of the next stream, I think some Minecraft is in order. Drake, I reckon you're right. It's been far too long since we did any Minecraft on this stream, this year's stream. So we will stream some Minecraft in the not too distant future. Thank you for that request. I will not take your points just yet. I'll take your points once we actually stream it. And with that, I think we're all caught up on channel points requests. Miranda Wood 6036 on YouTube says, yo, I was able to catch the last stream of the year. Indeed you were. Welcome on in. I'm glad you could be here for this, the final stream of 2025. Not just my final stream, everyone's final stream. There can be no streams after this. Anyone streaming after this is doing so illegally, unlicensed. Report them to me. Warcraft Stuff is just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you, Warcraft Stuff. Trobe says, dude, I gotta say, FazeBeast has the best greetings. Absolutely hilarious. Trobe, you are totally correct. FazeBeast has freaking goated greetings every time. Truly. Justin, it is not snowing here. It has not snowed here at all this winter season, this whatever holiday season. It's not been winter officially for very long, but no, we've had no snow. Lots of rain, so much rain, but no snow. I'm up for some snow right now. I love it. FazeB says beer companies should sponsor you. I mean, if any beer companies are out there listening, I could probably be bribed with a little bit of free product. I'm just saying. Yeah. No, seriously, DM me. Yeah, I don't know. Beer companies are often pretty local in their scope. I mean, if we're ignoring like the big multinationals, but like the craft beer that I drink tends to be from pretty small local companies that don't necessarily sell internationally. And so I feel like the value of a sponsorship would be pretty limited for them. Like if they were to sponsor me to talk about or drink their beer, because my audience, all of you fine folks, are all around the world, right? And so I don't know if they get their value out of it, but hard to say. What are these quotes? Let me just grab it. Breathe me. What is Go 1398? That's even a recent one. I don't recognize that one. Odirub says it's going on 2 a.m., but I think I can hold out for some games for once. Good, good, yes, yes. We'll get to the games soon, soon. Auburn says, I still tell doctor and diabetic friends about the time I called your sugar being off from several times away. You know, you nailed it. You picked up the tells. It's true though. Sometimes that blood sugar can be problematic. Oh, dear, says I keep yawning. Gotta stay strong. Gotta stay strong. Eric Omega says also I got back into Skyrim again last month. I'm now using a bunch more Enei Rim mods like Imperius, Andromeda, and Winter Sun. Yes, Enei Sion, I think is how you pronounce his name, is a prolific and renowned mod author who's done all kinds of overhauls for pretty much every system in Skyrim you can imagine. I believe in this very playthrough, this save we're going to be playing tonight, I think I have what is his, I forget what his skills overhaul is. His perk overhaul. Yeah, whatever it's called. I think we have his magic overhaul installed as well. Point being, we use some of his mods. OT-Rub says today has been super weird weather in Michigan. We had freezing rain a couple nights ago, and now today it rained most of the day and warmed up to like 50, and now we have high winds. Yeah, that does sound pretty wild. Sounds unsettled. Auburn says you were putting on a new monitor at the time waiting for it to sync. Oh, that would make sense, because that would be why I wouldn't have a reading at that time until it had booted up. The current sensors I use boot up in about half an hour, but the ones I used to use took an hour, so. Ordinator, yes. Thank you, Eric. That is correct. I think we are running Ordinator on this save. FazeB says you're like a legendary Sleep King or Mr. Sandman. I will take I'll take either. I'll respond to either. Yeah, Canona says I zone out when the blood sugar gets low. Yeah, it's like it depends on how low, but certainly there is a point in sort of the hypoglycemia curve there where yeah, I just don't feel like doing anything at all. Like everything feels like it's just a tremendous amount of effort. It's like extremely hard. Yo, what's up, Umar? Welcome. Yeah, I can notice that I got down to 2.2 the other day. Yeah, that's very low. Turns out I do not know how to gauge it as well as I thought. Now that I have more insulin, I can eat full meals. It's tricky. You know, you do eventually get a feel for it, but it can be quite tough. It takes a lot of trial and error, unfortunately. But that's why it's good to always have some sugar on hand. So if you do happen to dose a little zealously, overzealously, you can pull yourself out of that hypo before it goes too low. That's right. Everything else becomes completely irrelevant. Yeah, it's true. Miranda says, finally you pronounced my name right. For some reason, I somehow joined the Christmas story stream, even though it began at 9 a.m. But unfortunately, I couldn't catch the last one. Glad I caught this one. Well, I'm glad you did too. Wait, did I pronounce your name wrong previously? Miranda Wood 6036. How did I pronounce it last time? Because I'm not sure how else I would pronounce it. Oh, maybe I was like Myron Dawood. Myron Dawood. Is that how I pronounced it? I sure hope that's not how I pronounced it, unless it's supposed to be pronounced that way. Yo, Mr. Sky, welcome on in. My holidays have been great. I hope yours have been too, Mr. Sky. Eric Eric Omega says, I loved Enai Sion's view on Skyrim balance. Makes everything specialized and unique. Yes, it does make everything feel a lot more interesting and exciting to be unlocking. I agree with that. Auburn, you were like, please go, get some juice, please. Then your monitor synced and started yelling at you. Yep, checks out. Too much time on my streams. You spent too much time staring at my beautiful face on these streams over the years. Yo, Mizo, it's good to see you. Welcome back. Mizo, another OG, another long frickin' time member of this community. Mizo coming on in with the 41-month resub. Mizo, welcome back for another one. Skelly's dead. You have not missed the beer yet. I'm about to go get it. We're right there. Mizo says it is almost 2026, and like the mosquito you swore you whacked a few weeks ago, I am still around. Here's to one day at a time, every day. Heck yeah, Mizo. That is the way. I'm glad you are still here. I, for one, and I'm sure many here, are glad you are still here. It's great to see you, Mizo. Welcome back to the sub club, the Potato Pals, our Spud Buds, for yet another one. Nova, yes, I do have a Farmilo board. It is not on my keyboard wall right now, but I think it's the Farmilo MA108M. You can find a review on my channel if you search Farmilo. I think I only have the one. It was a full size. It was quite a few years ago. Phase B says you should have a Kit Kat bar on the side holster just in case. Give me a break. What is the most relaxing sounding keyboard I own? It probably depends on your opinion of what's relaxing. It's a little subjective, but I think the best sounding, my favorite sounding keyboard, all the ones I own, this guy. This is the Sign 65 from Win Studio, and it is my favorite sounding keyboard of all the keyboards I own. I think it's delightful. Now, y'all might not agree. I do have some other very nice sounding boards that you might prefer, but for me, this is peak sound. You like it, B Noir? It's a pretty lovely keyboard. This is what I like to call marbly. It's got a nice marbly sound signature. It's like a clack-thock, you know? It's a clack-thock, like a creamy clack-thock. Eric Omega says, I'm currently using the Lover's Stone with Andromeda. It gifts you a random enchanted weapon occasionally and revives you about every 8 minutes. Cool. I don't think I'm running Andromeda, but that's cool. I'm using a different stone overhaul, I think. Nova says, I did some very surface level research into different keyboards to buy, and Farmilo came up a few times. Was curious if anyone had any experience with them, and if anyone would recommend them or not. At the time that I reviewed their board, it was very nice. They're quite competitive. I will say keyboards have come a long way in the last 5 years. You can get a hell of a lot of nice stuff for a pretty reasonable price. And the keyboard market has never been more saturated with excellent options. But I mean, if Farmilo has something you like, I recommend if you pick a keyboard that has the right features in terms of layout, functions, aesthetics, whatever, and then go online and see if you can find some sound tests with that keyboard. Is what I recommend. And check out a few different ones. You know, Vermilo was good, presumably still is. I'm a big fan of Yunzi. I'm a big fan of Newfi, or Newfi, depending on how you pronounce it. I like a good Keychron board. Keychron makes some nice stuff. EpoMaker makes some nice stuff. There's lots of good options. Monsgeek makes a very nice keyboard. Yo, Jackopop, thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Jackopop. Mizo says, I'd like to nominate the EpoMaker Galaxy 100. I've not used it, but EpoMaker makes some very nice stuff as well. Auburn says, I have the Newfi Air V2. Yes, Newfi makes some very nice low profile boards. And you use it as your work daily driver. Yeah. Love, love. Keychron K2 says Mizo. Yep. No problem, Nova. I don't know if I actually solved any problems for you, but I probably gave you more things to consider. Now I'm speaking like Dr. Seuss. The creamy clack thok indeed. Face B says, are you sure you're not a rock star as your day job with long hair like that? You know, maybe I have the wrong hair, Freudian slip, the long hair like this, because in my heart I secretly wish I was a rock star. Maybe. There is still a part of me, high school Nick, back there somewhere, that dreamt of playing in a metal band. That was going to be my career plan. In retrospect, I'm probably glad it's not how it turned out, but, you know, you never let the dreams fully die, right? You never let them fully die. Creamy clack thok nog thok beer stout. Yes, this is my eggnog board. Y'all, this is my noggy board. Jacopop, you like my Crimbus sweater? You like my Crimbus sweater? Adrab says I have the Keychron K8 Pro with Gateron yellows. Very nice. Love me some linears. Mizo says Galaxy 100 is basically a creamy full aluminum with a numpad at $100. That's pretty rad. Does that sound really nice? Gold Stackle, hello. Good to see you, Gold Stackle. Gold Stackle says, hey Nick, I've been playing Morrowind on OpenMW with Tamriel Rebuilt and it's been incredible. I must get Tamriel Rebuilt and try it out. I've never played it, but everyone just loves it to bits. Hey, my pleasure. I'm glad that you dove into Morrowind. I'm glad you were finding joy with Tamriel Rebuilt. I need to get it on my Steam Deck. That's what I need to do, because I'm running OpenMW on there. I need to get OpenMW with Tamriel Rebuilt so I can experience that stuff. Oh, that sounds chilly, Eric. Yeah, me too, Auburn. I think 36 is cold. That's around freezing, I believe. Alright, Nikoma. Okay. Danger. Nikoma's falling asleep. We have to get to the game. But before the game, we have to get to the beer. So, friends, I will be right back. You know how this works. Be excellent while I'm away. I will return in just a moment. Oh, I have something for you while I'm away. y'all. Chat is up in flames tonight. Chat is up in flames. Yo, what is this? Auburn. Auburn, thank you so much for that gift sub to Drake. Drake, of course, needs to be part of our potato pals, our spud buds, our tater tots. Welcome back on into the sub club, Drake, for the 1.5 million time. Courtesy of Auburn, which is very sweet and very kind. Auburn, thank you. Thank you for that very kind gift to Drake, and for very kindly supporting this community for about 1,000 years, give or take. Merry Crisis. Merry Chrysler. Y'all, chat, what happened? Miso says, wake up, Nakoba. Yeah, you got the chair. All hail chair. It has been too long. Let's see, we got Naga lighting stuff on fire. We got Steel Neko out there burning things down. It's like a whole-on cult celebration. Everything's going up in flames. Y'all are worshipping the chair. It's like that, it's like the trailer for Divinity from the Game Awards, you know? Just like a straight-up, like Wicker Man kind of situation, you know? And then it's a bit of an orgy going on over here. That's what happens when I step away for 5 minutes. Skelly's dead. Thank you for trying to put out the flames, making it rain. Serena getting in on burning the chat down. Auburn says chair. Truly blesses stream. Phantom Shadow, welcome. Phantom Shadow, thank you so much for coming on in. I appreciate the raid. Arch, thank you for coming on in with the Phantom raid. Phantom Shadow, thank you for raiding us. Thank you for choosing to bring your awesome folks on over here to join us. Phantom Shadow, how was your stream? What were you up to? If you came on in with the Phantom Shadow raid and you have never been here before, welcome. Allow me to be the first one to welcome you. We were just having a little moment there. I don't know what you heard before you arrived, but you know, I saw a good Phantom Shadow. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Bunger welcomes you. Santa really picked the right vibe. I'm glad to hear it, Arch. Phantom Shadow says, just playing some Detroit Become Human. Hit a long part, so I decided to call it. Fair enough. Thank you all, by the way, for hitting that follow. Support another awesome member of this community and streamer here on Twitch, Phantom Shadow. Once again, thank you so much for coming on in. And yes, if it's your first time here, welcome. My name's Nick. I'm the ASMR nerd. We do nerdy, chill stuff around here. We will be playing very soon some Skyrim. But first, I have a beer that we're gonna open. I'm gonna try this out. And I'm just getting caught up on chat because I just left for a couple minutes and everyone burned chat down. Como was attempting to stop the fire. Steel Neko was attempting to light the fire. I keep track of this, by the way, guys. I got a tally over here. Steel Neko lighting fire. Nakoma extinguishing fire. Drake instigating and lighting fire. Okay. All right. Auburn lighting fire. Okay, I see how it is. Naga, another one. Naga instigating as well with burn it all down quotes. Also Drake in the YouTube chat trying to wreak havoc, cause a ruckus in our nice, quiet, orderly YouTube chat. Yo, what's up, Bug ASMR? Going to grab a spoon, you know it. It's the only utensil I have. Death metal jazz. Heck yeah, I can now know. You played a metal band in high school called Baboon. You were not very good, and it was death metal jazz. That is amazing. That's incredible. That's right, be noir, from one of the quietest professions to one of the loudest. I'm a man of extremes, what can I say? FazeB says, I think he went to get his DoorDash. Surprise. Man. Bug ASMR says, hot wings make me feel like a caveman. It's one of those few foods I don't eat. Boneless is fire, though. You know, the other day I had like a beef short rib on the rib still as part of a soup that I got. And I was like gnawing on it. I'm like, unga bunga. And it was actually kind of satisfying, so. Wow, Yaka no. I don't think I ever said that. I don't think you can support that. HP's drawn KFC Wi-Fi. Bug ASMR asks, are we getting the New Year's exclusive pre-order bundle for the ASMR Nerd Simulator? I regret to inform you the ASMR Nerd Simulator has been delayed indefinitely. Further announcements pending. We'll let you know. Thanks for your patience. Will there be a spoon mod for ASMR Nerd Simulator? Who knows? Who knows? Aw, man. Now you got FazeBeast lighting up fires in the YouTube chat, too. Glad you all enjoyed that little cameo by our Lord and Savior, the chair. Happy New Hampshire, everyone. Oh, Eric, I'm sorry to hear it. I hope it goes away soon. But this is cozy even on speakers. I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay, then we got hit with the Phantom Shadow raid. And I think I'm going to cut up. Alright, Drake wouldn't let me get away with the orgy quote. Recording it for posterity. Fair, though. Fair. Oh yeah, we absolutely got a candy cane sword in our Skyrim. We surely do. Yeah, every year it's seasonal at this point, but Indigo uses it all year long. All year long. Auburn says, it's been too long. Last time I was here, the flaming potato wasn't even an option. Well, I'm glad that you finally got to use it. You had to. Heard that before. Serena says, I need to put the coal in my stocking to good use. I like that. I like that. You're not getting ASMR Nerd Simulator before GTA 6. I can neither confirm nor deny. Steel Echo says, when do we get the ASMR Nerd Battle Pass where we can unlock additional beard styles and alternative hairstyles and glasses? Yeah, I'm afraid you need the premium Battle Pass if you want to unlock alternative keyboard skins. Alternative keyboard sounds. That's right. That's right. FazeBeast is correct. The keyboards will be locked behind loot boxes. So you will get a certain limited number of loot boxes on the premium battle pass. But you will also get a currency which you can spend directly on some skins, or you can spend it on gacha, and you can open loot boxes for a chance at the rarest keyboard skins. You can also buy gems, which you can then convert into the currency that lets you buy the loot boxes if you want. Yep. ASMR Nerd has a game, PS5 edition ASMR Nerd Simulator, 60 FPS open world. Bug ASMR says it's okay. I know it's because it's made in Unreal 5 with ray tracing. Yep. That's right. We don't want a cyberpunk situation where Sony is forcing us to refund everything. That'd be a real mess. We're trying to learn from CD Projekt Red's mistakes and release a premium product for premium gamers. Right out of the gates. Right out of the gates. Auburn says Battle Pass. Buying gems. The Genshin senses are tingling. I don't know what you're talking about. Nice, Eric. That does sound like good times. Beanor says, get this man a job at literally any game studio. All y'all all devs out there, you know where to reach me. You know where to reach me. You want me to devise your monetization scheme? Sign me up. Tonight's beer, friends. Tonight's beer is the Eggnog Latte Stout with nutmeg, coffee, and vanilla. It's an imperial oatmeal stout, which means it's going to be dark and thick, and it's got coffee in it, so it's gonna pack punch with caffeine, and then the 8% ABV. This sounds like a serious piece of work. A serious piece of work. It is from Storm Brewing, who are located in Vancouver, British Columbia. They have a whole random bunch of stuff. Like, they are one of the more experimental breweries out there, and they make all kinds of cool stuff. And I just saw this one, and I was like, okay, we gotta try that. Again, regardless of what you feel about eggnog, you know, we will evaluate this independently, and I'll let you know if it's any good. It's got some cute art, though. We're gonna have a very cozy cabin in the snowy mountains. Then over here, we've got some little skiing mice and a snowshoeing one. Or maybe they're rats. I'm not sure. But Storm Brewing's mascot is some kind of rodent. So, but it's a super cozy label. All right. Yeah, I can know you drank some actual eggnog. Where do you stand? I can't remember. You are, I mean, I guess if you're drinking it, you must be a nog fan. I mean, it is some mix of eggnog, coffee, and beer face based. That's exactly what it is. We're so close, Nicoma. We're so close. You can do it. I believe in you. All right, let's crack this open. Gold Stackle asks, what input codes turn on big head mode and unlock level select? That is a delightfully 90s question. I love it. Nice. Playing some cyberpunk. Eric. Take spring. You've arrived for the beer pour. Alright, let me adjust these. Adjust these. Yakanona says, I'm a big eggnog fan. It's pretty much melted ice cream. I never thought about it that way, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Alright. Here we have our glass and our beer. And Thoric has showed up just in time for the beer pour. Welcome, Thoric. Welcome. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Last beer pour of 2025. Fizziest, not the showiest, but I dare say a nice pour nonetheless. Friends, it has been a year. Next year will be another year. I hope it's a good one. I hope it's a good one. To the year that has passed, and the hope that springs eternal for a brighter future. Cheers, friends. I will say, I'm glad that we got to spend this past year together. I'm glad we got to spend it together. Thank you for being a part of my 2025, this channel's and this community's 2025. and making this place special just by being here. Nicoma says, cheers to great friends and chill vibes. I will toast to that. Here, here. This stout is very smooth. It is very, very smooth. It is quite sweet. The vanilla is quite prominent. I would say I can't really taste the nutmeg whatsoever, or the cinnamon, but I can definitely taste the coffee, and I can definitely taste the vanilla, and I can definitely taste the toasty malts. The toasty malts. And it is pleasant. It is obviously a very roasty, dark beer, a very smooth mouthfeel. Yeah, the vanilla is very apparent. It's good. It's yummy. I like it. Eric Omega says, oh, it's eggnog flavored. I assumed it wasn't beer this time. No, still beer. It's just got some eggnog elements in it. It doesn't even have real eggnog in it. It just has some of the spices and flavors that you might expect in eggnog. Cheers, Tick Spring. Cheers, Auburn. Cheers, O'Tier Rob. Cheers, Drake. Fitscape says, we need a good one. We're on a losing streak right now. Yes. I think it's about time we turned a corner. We are definitely overdue for a very good year. Cheers, broadcast from Poor Forum. Cheers. Auburn says, it sure was one of the years of all time. Yes, quite. Mizo says, cheers to the small things, because as John Green once said, we don't live in the grand scheme of things. That's actually pretty profound. It's true. Your life, your days are made up of the little things. So it's important to slow down, be in the moment, appreciate those little things, even if they seem very routine, because that's what life's made of. And there's beauty even the smallest things. Eric says, congrats on keeping a consistent video and stream schedule this year, Nick. Thank you. I will say it was not perfect, but I think it was an improvement over last year for sure. And I'm proud of myself for that. And I hope that next year, in terms of the channel, in terms of stream schedule and video uploads, can be even more consistent. I think for the part of streams, I'm pretty happy with my consistency. It would be nice to get back to doing 2 streams a week, but that's not something I'm going to commit to right now or yet. It's not off the table, but I think my video uploads, I would like to upload videos more regularly. If I can get to once every 2 weeks, I'd be very happy. So that sounds like a goal for this year. Or if I can even get close to that, you know, that'd be nice. So, but this year, after a very tumultuous 2024 and early 2025, the rest of 2025, I think, has been an exercise in figuring out what this channel looks like in my life as it is now, how it fits in, and how I can do right by all of you and satisfy my own, creative desires, and also do right by my wife and other people in my life and other priorities that I have, right? When life throws big stuff at you, it can be quite disruptive, and then figuring out what your new balance is, your new normal, can take quite a while, because it's not always immediately apparent. And so this year has been a process of rebuilding, figuring out again how I make all the pieces fit together. But I think we're getting there. Like I said, I think it was an improvement. So Bug ASMR says Spoon Review 2026. Maybe. Who can say? Who can say? Alonzo, cheers. Nikari, cheers. Benoir, cheers. Nightly, hey, it's Nightly ASMR over on YouTube. Nightly says, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. Tonight I'm in a hotel room on my way to a grandparent's funeral. I'm sorry to hear it. Nightly, that is always a very difficult time for not just you, but the whole family. But you're having a nice relaxing stream, and that's just what you needed. Well, we are here for you. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm wishing the best for you and your family. Wishing you healing and good memories. But I'm glad you can be with us here right now, Nightly. I hope we can make your night a little more full of comfort and good company. Yeah, very much so, Yakinono. I mean, I don't have quite that level of trauma to be recovering from, but, you know, still recovering from big change takes time, so. What am I thinking in terms of creative ambitions, Yakinono? Oh, man. It's a big question, probably not something to get into here tonight. I mean, like, there's stuff I'd like to do with the channel. There's stuff I'd like to do outside of the channel. I've always wanted to get back into producing music, or writing and playing music, and maybe producing music. That's something I've always wanted to do. And beyond that, yeah, well, we'll leave it at that for now. There's other things, but you know, like, you gotta one thing at a time. So maybe 2026 will be the year that I put out some music. Who could say? Who can say? Hey, Seth, $2 hero. Good to see you. Happy holidays. Cheers. Happy New Year. Bearded Kajit, hello, welcome. Hey, Romulus is now hanging out with us in YouTube chat. Nightly says, road to 100,000 subs in 2026. Could be. There's a few things I could probably do to make that happen. Probably. Whether I will do them or not, who can say? It would be nice if the YouTube algorithm would help, but it doesn't seem to want to, so I think there would be some changes in order for that to happen, or there would have to be some changes. I'm not sure if I care enough to do it. It would be really nice to hit 100,000 subs, like, truly. We've been sitting here, like, on the cusp of 100,000 for, like, years now. But for whatever reason, you know, the content that I'm putting out there isn't really reaching a new audience. It's reaching a lot of you folks, the people who've watched this channel for years and years, which of course I appreciate. And I'm glad I can make stuff for the veterans, the old heads, because you're a wonderful bunch of folks, and I want to make content for you. It would be nice if YouTube could disseminate the stuff that I do a little further and bring some new folks into the fold, but doesn't seem to be the case. And I think for that to be the case, I'd have to do something a little different, whether that's just some different kinds of content that might reach different audiences, or whether that's different formats like shorts, or heaven forbid TikTok. But I've never really been interested in that. I'm not super interested in short form content, and I make the kind of content that I like to make. And so I've never attempted to force growth on this channel. And then in all 13 years, any growth that has happened has been, let's say, I don't want to say coincidental. That's probably the wrong phrase, but like it just happened organically alongside me doing what I want to do. And you know, when growth has more or less ceased, despite me continuing to do kind of what I want to do, it's not high on my list of priorities to try and chase that growth if it means I have to change what I'm doing, you know, which maybe is kind of lazy, or maybe just, I don't know, but I just, it would be nice to hit 100,000. I think it would be a really cool milestone. It would feel like some kind of recognition, I guess, of many years that I've invested in this channel, you know, but I'm not willing to compromise the core of what I do here, you know, in service of that. So we shall see. We shall see. Maybe one day. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Sleeping Pixels, welcome. Oh, job's going well. Work is good. Yeah, work is good. It's been a lot over the last year or so, but it's been very good. Sasha Girl, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I don't know if you're watching right now, but thank you if you are. Yeah, the new job is really good. It is challenging and rewarding in all the right ways. I've been learning a hell of a lot. Growing my skill set. You know, you think you go to grad school, you get a PhD, you're like, now I'm a subject expert. Now I will just sit in my expertise and do expert things. That has not been the case for me at all. It's just continual learning, developing new skill sets, which is great. I would rather be doing that. So, but thank you, Sleeping Pixels. Eric Omega says, as someone currently with crippling anxiety disorder, I know how difficult keeping a consistent schedule is. Yeah, it can be very challenging for a variety of reasons. Steel Echo says, go full Mr. Beast, lock people in a warehouse and gently pour a beer in front of them. I feel like I might run into some kind of legal complications. I don't have millions of dollars to hire lawyers with. Life is a box of potatoes. That's right, Take Spring. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, a potato. Oh, man. But you never know how it's gonna be cooked. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. You never know. Mr. Sky, do I play any instruments? I nominally play guitar, although I've not really played for a very long time. I play a little bit of piano. I used to play a lot. I can still play a little bit, but it would take some practice to get back up. Honestly, I think if I was going to be producing any music, it would be some sort of dungeon synth adjacent kind of music. In that realm, you know. Oh, to Rob, you also want to make some music in 2026. Do it. Do it. Make this the year of music. Drake says, I think I offered this before, but if you want any help with music stuff, I'm happy to help. Drake, I really appreciate that. I may very well take you up on that this year. Or next year. You know what I mean. Romulus says, man, getting called an old head hits different beyond 30. I teach teenagers on the weekend, and one of them called me Unk last week. Yep. Yeah, it starts to kind of feel real, doesn't it? The whole like getting old thing. We're not getting old yet, but we're getting older. Still blows my mind that there's a lot of people that I know through like this channel, this community, who, I know this sounds weird, but it's like, well, yo, when I first met those people, they were 10 years younger. You know, like a lot happens in 10 years. Y'all are the same people, but you're not the same people, you know? That's when we started. Just like I'm not, right? We're all old growth trees, indeed. Our channel is decadent, Tick Spring. Like an old growth forest. Eric says, so me and my friends have this joke with Cyberpunk where we consider it to be in the genre of Bethesda game. which would describe as an offshoot of immersive sim. Yeah, I think that's probably about right. Malbec, welcome back. You're in Spain now. So you forgot the Sunday stream time. It's all good. Well, welcome to the Monday stream, Malbec. Auburn says, I started piano lessons this year for the first time since childhood. My left hand is. Whew, but we're working on it. Yes, getting that coordination back. It's funny. I used to play music for so many years that my sense of timing and rhythm I just took for granted. But when I tried to get back to playing piano in the last year or so, I'm like, oh, it's not quite there anymore. And my left hand, right hand coordination, it's not quite there anymore. I used to be able to do it so easily. It is kind of like riding a bike, but it's a very rusty bike. It's going to take some work. Drake says, right, I was in an entirely different place in my life when I first started watching your channel. Yeah. Piano's a tough instrument. Beautiful but challenging. Agreed. Chick Spring says, I think it would be neat for you to get the 100K plaque. I think that'd be cool too. I don't know if that's vain, but I would like it one day. It's some kind of like, it would somehow just, I don't know, like it doesn't matter, but it would feel like some sort of tangible recognition, I guess. You know, for, I guess what I've been doing here for 13 years, I guess. Would I be fine without it? Sure. Would it be nice to have? Yes. Happy holidays, Shire ASMR. $2 Hero says algorithm's been hurting a lot of us these days. Truly. Truly. Bug ASMR says you make that beer look deceptively good, but it's a glass of lies. What's lying to you about this? This is an honest glass of beer. Phase B says maybe YouTube wants you to post roleplays or something. Like Skyrim Elfman relaxes you. I mean, that probably would help me tap into a new audience, yeah. But I don't really want to make a Skyrim man, whatever you said, Skyrim Elfman relaxes you roleplay. I don't really want to do that. It's not really my thing. I have thought about a few different kinds of roleplays in the past. I'm not saying I would never do one, but I don't think it's like my passion. Some people really love that stuff. Then again, maybe if I did it, I would find I really enjoyed it. I don't know. Bug says, everyone go show the fork video some love, and I guarantee you the algorithm will pick it up. $2 Hero says, yeah, I think just staying true to yourself and what you want to make is the most important piece. In terms of like a long-term sustainability of a channel, definitely. Without a doubt. Yakanona says, my buddy's promoting his band on TikTok. He just had to bite the bullet and do it. It's kind of necessary for his career outside of recording engineer. Yeah, it is maybe a necessary evil, and maybe I will too one day just have to bite the bullet if I want to see any kind of organic growth on the channel again. Maybe it's not so bad once I do it. But it's a bit of an old dog, new tricks thing. I have to figure out, like, how do I make short form content? I think trying to put out content on TikTok would make me feel really old. Because I do not engage with TikTok. I barely engage with any short form content except the reels that Sarah sends me. And so, I don't know how to do that. I don't know what people want. I don't know what the conventions are. But maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I just put out what I want to put out. Just make it short. This ASMR prank videos. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. That's right, Phase Beast. The real YouTube plaque is the friends you made along the way. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? On that note, friends, I don't know if Nakoma has fallen asleep, but should we play some Skyrim? I think we should play some Skyrim. Nakoma, wake up. Nakoma, we're playing the game. It's time. It's time. You're here. Nicholas says, I'm here fighting for my life, bro. Well, you made it. Congratulations, you made it. So here we are in Skyrim, y'all. We are on Solstheim, which is this pretty little island to the far north of Skyrim, which is the location of the Dragonborn DLC. It's also the location of the Blood Moon expansion for Morrowind. And we have just gone to the Temple of Miraak, which is right up here, and went through a big long dungeon with one of these folks here, the Skull, who are like the native people of this island, and some weird stuff's going on here. Their people are waking up, or not waking up, they are walking in dreams, and they are sleepwalking to these temples scattered about the island, like the Windstone, Beaststone, and are unwilling thralls of Miraak. We met Miraak at the end of the Temple of Miraak. He spoke to us in another dimension and promised us that this was not over yet, Dragonborn. And yeah, so now we've come to the Skull Village here to try and help them to figure out why they are, sleepwalking and building these temples, and what we can do for their people. Auburn says, I've always been a wind instrument girl, sax and clarinet. Heck yeah, alto sax. I played alto and tenor saxophones all through high school, middle school, and high school. Jazz band and concert band. So my treble clef reading is second nature, but my bass clef and make my left do things while my right is doing other things. Nah. I started on piano, so I sort of still retain some of that, but it's been a long time. Auburn says, I feel like whispering playthroughs of puzzle games have been popular. Maybe that's just my algorithm. That's not a bad idea. That's in my wheelhouse. Also, Genshin account tour. You know, I've made some Genshin Impact videos before, and they were some of my least watched videos, which is a little weird because Genshin was and still remains one of the most popular games on the planet. The algorithm just did not run with them. Granted, they were like wandering style videos, like my wandering in Skyrim. Maybe that's not what people want. Maybe they want account tours. They want to see all my waifus and husbandos. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I could do it. Could be kind of fun. Potato of Injustice, welcome. I hope you had a good board game night. Okay, so what are we doing here, y'all? We got to... Okay, we talked to the shaman here, and the shaman said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. No, he said that we are connected to Miraak. To follow the path Miraak has taken and learn what he knows, I must travel to Sering's Watch and learn the word of power written there. So Storn Craig Strider here suggested that. This guy. Right now, these guys are meditating to protect the village from scamps. Like that guy right there. The scamp can't get us here. Now, it's trying to protect this village from Miraak's influence, but their power is waning. This lady here, Freya, is the one that we met and recruited us to help them. She came with us through the dungeon. Okay, so where are we going? We have to go to Sering's Watch. Sering's Watch. Which looks like it's a bit of a trek away. So let's hit the road, gang. Let's hit the road. Let's frickin' go. Is this person just... Are you a child? Oh, you are a child. Okay, that makes sense. Like they're just kicking their legs. Hold on, can I read this name? FL Razvan says, so you play guitar? I do. I used to. But I really am just barely picking it back up again. I really need to get back into it, but it's been many years. Ah, crap, we left the protection. We left the protection of the village, and we are immediately assaulted by scamps. Izzyad, hello, welcome. Welcome, Izzyad. Eric Omega says, I've never done Dragonborn, but I've seen it played. The ash is much whiter than I remember. That's because this is snow. There's the ashy parts of Solstheim, and then there's the snowy parts of Solstheim. And we are in the snowy part of Solstheim. Thank you for slaying the scam, Drake. Yo, what's up, Schmoke? Sorry about the lateness of your notification, but I'm glad you made it. So these guys are out here worshipping the Windstone and building this temple, even though they don't really want to be. You see, they're kind of in a dream state. $2 Hero says, exactly, I'm in the same boat. My only engagement with short form content is the stuff my wife sends me. Yep. The shorts I've actually made are typically just clips from streams. I guess that would be somewhere to start. Eh? Yeah, Kanona says, yeah, he's putting out digital art he generates to go with his music. The view count is decent because he uses striking and provocative symbols. Gotta love that clickbait. it's the way to do it. Truly, clickbait won't get you far, but I really try to resist falling into the clickbait hole, the click hole. Oh gosh, this looks cold. I didn't realize I was just straight up gonna go underwater there. I thought that was shallower than it was. Yo, who dat? Is that Spriggan? Looks like a Spriggan. You guys ready to fight? Let's fight. And by fight, I mean allow my... What's a Spriggan matron? Whoa. Hey, where's my team at? Oh man. Man, we're not hurting her at all. Where's my gang? Come on, dudes, I need you. Bros, don't leave me. I can't do this on my own. Where'd you go? Miko, get up here. Where'd the Spriggan go? Hello? Oh, she dead. Oh, she dead. My gang caught up with her. I'll steal her sap. The headwaters of Harstad. Cool. Blood sugar check, Auburn, for sure. Let's do that. Thank you for looking after your streamer once again. Okay, we're creeping up a little high, but still doing okay. 9.1, relatively stable. That's okay, as long as it doesn't go up too much higher. Nakoma says, I made it to the gameplay, now I'm gonna lay down, lurking till I fall asleep. Good night, y'all. Hope y'all's new year starts off better than your last. Same to you, Nakoma. And once again, all the best with your move. I know it's a big one. So, speaking of which, I'm gonna need your new address if I'm gonna send you a card. So let me know what your new address is. Unless you already sent me your new address. Maybe you did give me your updated one. I can't remember. You might have already done that, actually. But best of luck, Nakoma. And we'll see you when you can make it out next. Meanwhile, quote zero getting me. Yo, what's up, Banksta? What's up, Banksta? $2 Hero says, I've recently started a new playthrough of Skyrim. This time of year always puts me in the mood. 100%. 100%. That's why we're playing it here now. Yo, who these guys? Who these guys? Whoa, they're naked. Oh no! Oh no! He didn't even get to finish transforming. I'm sorry, buddy. He's got some honey. He got some, just a little pot of honey. Nice. Class dismissed, says SerinCo. Some boar meat and some human trousers. And they're fighting a frost troll. Doesn't look like much of a warrior bear. Alright, good job, gang. Have I ever played a mod called The Island? You're optionally trapped on an island with no NPCs and use the mechanics from Campfire to survive. Nope. Sounds cool though. Yeah, fair Auburn. This could make it go up a little bit, in which case I might have to go get a little dose of insulin. That's a very good point. Okay, sounds good, Nakoma. I won't send anything till I get your new address. Yay, Octo, how you doing? Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. How are things down in summery New Zealand? Ben Congerike. Maybe we won't go there. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Day off tomorrow. Nice. Late night gaming because the missus is camping with friends. A sense of freedom. A sense of just stay up all night playing your video games. That sounds like fun. That's good. Frost troll get wrecked. Octo, did you have a good Christmas? Cause get unka bunging. Wow. I'll just let my boys do them in. What's going on down here? Why are we still in combat? What's going on here? Gosh, you think there's enough lens flares here? Jeez. Drummer Brit. Drummer Brit. It is great to see you, Drummer Brit. Drummer Brit says, snap, I made it to the stream late enough to actually see gameplay. Having you here, Drummer Brit. I hope your holiday season has been treating you well. Treating you well. GG1177. Thank you for following. Welcome to our humble chat. Hope you enjoy your stay. I bet you this would be a gorgeous view if I could see anything. This is where I put my nice view. If I had any. Oh gosh. Can we go up this way? This is a perilous looking path. Okay, it's not much of a path after all. Playing on that PC like old times. Nice, Octo. Apparently we are very cold. Had a great Christmas. Flew to Wellington for the day to be with family. Brother got Armored Core for Christmas. Nice. That sounds like a good time. Hey, welcome on in. Bookworms flying in. Aw, gee, hey, bud. Aw, gee, hey, bud. Doing alright, bud? Oh, thank you for... Oh, look at the sky. Y'all arrived just in time for a beautiful sky. Look at that. That's freaking gorgeous. We will take this opportunity to sit here and enjoy this sky while I say welcome, Raiders, Falcor, and friends. Thank you so much for coming in. How was your stream? Happy holidays, friends. Happy holidays. So this is what Skyrim is about. Truly. It's moments like this that keep bringing me back to Skyrim. DJ K Gorgeous, thank you for coming on in with the Falcor raid. Shay the Bean, welcome. Hate Wheel, welcome. And thank you so much for gifting that sub to Falcor. Falcor, you know how this works. I don't have to explain it to you, but welcome back on it. I hope you enjoy your subscription benefits. I will now tap on this potato of celebration for you. Potato of celebration. Potato of dubious reality. DJ Kid says Twitch kicked me out of the raid, had to come over manually. It still says in chat that you are a raider from Falcor, so you count. You count. Falcor, how was your stream? I think Falcor needs a little introduction around these parts. But in case you're not already following Falcor, and in case you somehow don't know of Falcor, or in case you have somehow not come with us on a raid to Falcor's channel, allow me to sing Falcor's praises. Falcor is a fantastic ASMR streamer, one of my very favorites, as a matter of fact, on this here platform, this here Twitch. Falcor has a wonderfully cozy community, some fantastic people, some truly delightful, soft-spoken stories, as well as some really great just hanging out and yapping streams. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that if you are here at this stream and have been here for any length of time, you have pretty high tolerance for hanging out and yapping on streams. And I reckon you will probably enjoy the vibes that Falcor has going on over there. Super duper cozy, super duper tingly, super duper friendly, all around great time. Please go support our friend Falcor. Do we get a shout out? Did that already happen? It may or may not have. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Why not I type this? Okay, it happened. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. Falcor, what were y'all up to? What were you doing over there tonight? How was your stream tonight? Of course. Oh, you already told me. Stream was cozy. You were still exhausted post-Christmas, so you were playing Guild Wars 2 ASMR version. I love it. Guild Wars 2, one of my long-time MMO, I don't want to call it a fixation, but I routinely, regularly play Guild Wars 2. Did you do any of the Winter's Day stuff? They've got all the Winter's Day stuff going on right now. That sounds like a great time. Just scrolling back up. M. Loudon, you're going to start playing Baldur's Gate 3. You got it for Christmas. Very nice. Ooh, and Oblivion Remaster. Excellent choices. I know that was a very J.J. Abrams lens flare, wasn't it, Dick Spring? Who else came on in? Kai Z King, welcome. Wii U, welcome. Fidgety Fools Around, welcome. Sean D313, great to see you, welcome. None good left, welcome. Yes, Falcor raided. Yakanono. Falcor is here, hanging out with us right now. That is spectacular, Eric. That is very lucky. You've done some Winter's Day stuff. Nice. What is your favorite Winter's Day activity, if you had to pick one? You got like the bell choir, the jumping puzzle, got the mount race in Divinity's Reach. You've got giving weapons to orphans. Got the snowball fights. Got the Infinirarium. Do you have a favorite? Eric Omega, Guild Wars 2 is great. The Char are only cool if you support genocidal maniacs. I played Guild Wars 1, and I'm still salty about the Char nuking the nation of Ascalon in Guild Wars 1, okay? Alright. The orphan farm. Every day I gotta give them their weapons. You know, it's important. Thank you, Rob the Bomb. Remember Ascalon. Remember Ascalon. Char, okay, fine. Maybe I'm a little salty. That was 250 years ago. People do change. Char 2. The Char in Guild Wars 2 can be cool. I admit the Char can be cool. If you like the look of them, definitely check out the game. Try out the Char. Guild Wars 2 is one of those games that has been quietly ticking along in the background. I think a lot of people are just finally discovering it now for whatever reason. It's having a bit of a moment. And everyone's like, where was this game all my life? How did I not realize that this is exactly what I was looking for in MMO? And I dare say the game's the best it's ever been right now, so great time to jump in. Base game is free, so check it out if you think it looks cool. Yes, that's right. Always pre-searing Ascalon in my heart. The golden days. If you want to go back to pre-searing Ascalon, Guild Wars 1 Reforged is also out now. So you can go relive the glory days. Eric Omega says my current MMO is Warframe. Well, that's the thing. You kind of got to pick an MMO because they kind of want all your time. I'm the same way. I can really only handle one MMO, and that MMO for me is Guild Wars 2, so I get it. Falcor, did you ever play Guild Wars 1 back in the day? Yo, Rob Bomb, thank you for the follow. Thank you for your pre-searing Ascalon solidarity. Because Reforged is, I mean, it is Guild Wars 1. It's just got some, you know, a slight facelift, very minor, and some nice quality of life stuff. And it runs better on modern PCs. Octodoodle says, seems like a cool game, not very ASMR friendly. Sorry, which one is that? Which game is not so ASMR friendly? Heartbroken by no Half-Life 3 this year. Are you one of the copium huffers, Octo? You're right though, that if they were gonna announce it, this would have been the time. But what if it comes out? What if it comes out with the Steam machine? Oh, 1 second, friends. 1 second, friends. Guess what, friends? Guess what, friends? It's time for a visit from Miss Royal. Miss Royal. She says hello. She says hello. Royal is our cat, who's not really our cat, but she thinks she's our cat. She is our neighbor's cat, but she basically lives here. Oh, we have a little box for her outside. It's got a little heated pad in it. She spends a lot of time there right now. She's such a cutie. Little Miss Royal. Here. Oh, she's very happy. She's very happy. She's very purry. You want to say hi to the peeps? Want to say hi to people? She is so beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's got the beautiful blue eyes. She's so fluffy. She's so fluffy. She's a little ragdoll. She's got the rabbity feet. She's very happy. She just likes to be cuddled. She likes to be cuddled. She does the best purring ASMR. She's being very patient right now. You want down? Is it downtime? Yeah, it's downtime. Okie doke. There you go, Miss. Thanks for visiting. She's gonna just wander around the house and rub up against everything. Thanks, dear. She's yeah, she's our neighbor's kitty cat, but she doesn't know that, or she knows that, but she thinks that this is her home. She was here when we bought the house. I've told this story many a time, but before we even bought the house, she came and introduced herself to us. And then the same night that we took possession of the house, our neighbor, her owner, brought her over and was like, "Hi, I'm your neighbor. This is Royal. She lives here." We're like, "What do you mean she lives here?" And yeah, basically she lives in our garden. She is largely an outdoor cat, but basically the story is her people got 3 more cats, and Royal was not cool with that. Like, Royal was the first cat that they had. They got more cats. Royal did not like that. She was kind of acting out, causing problems. They kind of put her outside, or she decided she wanted to be outside. Not quite clear what that situation was, and that is why she lives in our garden. Since we have moved in here, it's kind of been a little back and forth as to whether we're allowed to have her in the house, like how much we're allowed to care for her. But the current arrangement is we have a box for her outside. It's got a cozy blanket and a heated blanket, so she spends a lot of time out there. We're allowed to let her in the house whenever she wants, so we spend a lot of time cuddling with her. She sleeps in here a lot when it's cold out. We do not feed her. The feeding happens at the neighbor's house. So it's kind of a shared custody situation. It's a little weird, I'm not going to lie, but we're just doing our best to be good neighbors and get along, but also do right by Royal. So she's generally a very happy cat, and she does get all the attention she wants here. So that is the situation. But she's so sweet. She's just got so much love to give. Ragdolls have no bones. She is extremely floppy. And also, yeah, she is like a purebred ragdoll. She's not a cheap cat. She's a fancy kitty. We're like the cool aunt and uncle, has exactly what we say, Falcor, exactly. She gets to come over here. She gets to have all the fun over here. We get to, like, you know, spoil her. We never have to do, like, the things she doesn't like, you know, like the responsibility stuff. We don't have to take her to the vet. We don't have to trim her nails. We just get to be the place that she gets to come and get cuddles and stuff. So, yeah, she's the best. He's turning around and he says, "Yes, baby." She's so cute. Eric, I don't know if the Steam machine's going to put the pressure on PlayStation or not, but it would be cool. It'd be cool if Steam made some headway into the home console space. Electric Bee says, "Kitty. Just look at that gorgeous queen. She's so cute." She doesn't belong outside, truly. Ragdolls are not an outdoor breed. She is far too pretty and fluffy for that. But she makes it work. Drake, what is this quote? What are you doing? What are you doing? Still, like it says, for 14,000 years and counting, cats will just walk into a house and decide they live there now. Actually, though. Yo, Limit, what's the deal? What's the deal, Limit? Hey, Naps, welcome. Naps says, "Hey, Nick, thought I'd pop in and say hi before I hit the road heading to work." Naps, I'm glad you could drop on by. I appreciate you coming in to say hi. Happy holidays, Naps. It's good to see you. And I hope you have a fantastic new year. I'm sorry you can't stick around, but I do hope you're enjoying your, well, I was going to say holidays, but you're heading into work, so I guess, but I hope you do get a little bit of time off at least a little bit. Over in YouTube chat, Yakinono says my girlfriend is allergic to cats. Oh no. Is there like a hypoallergenic breed that could work maybe? Yo, what's up, Charles Darwin? Good to see you. Good to see you. Octo, I really hope that Half-Life 3 is a Steam Machine launch title, but I don't know if I can huff that copium. I don't know. Yeah, Kanano says Nick got my attention by doing an Elden Ring ASMR video. I was half joking when I searched for it, but now there's a bunch of them. But they're not the OG. I'm glad that that was something that got you into this channel. I didn't realize that was what got you here. Octo says, when are we getting some Rainbow Six Siege ASMR? It's the perf gamer, just trust. Yo, I thought you were all about that Star Citizen ASMR. Octo, what do you think? Star Citizen gonna hit $1 billion in 2026? Yes, Charles Darwin, we let her stay in the house as long as she wants, until she wants to go out. And usually even then, when she goes out, she just goes into her little box by our front door. But when it's really cold out, like lately, her parents have been coming to get her at nighttime. They take her out of her box and they take her home, which is good, because it's better that she's inside at night when it's really cold out. I bullied copium, says Octo. Still holding out for Star Citizen ASMR. Yeah, it could happen. One day. One day. Blinged out twin, what are we rocking there? This I got for Christmas. I got this for Christmas, Octo. Yo, Drake, thank you for keeping an eye on the chat there, because I surely am not. This is a Citizen Eco Drive Payton. Citizen Eco Drive Payton in green. So it's a gift from Sarah for Christmas. It is lovely. It is lovely. Beautiful watch that matches my sweater, my eyes, my emeralds on my ring. It's a great match. I love it. It's a very lovely gift. Thanks, Eric. Thank you, Fowl. Yeah, I think it's very pretty. The cool thing about the Eco Drive, I was explaining this earlier, but the cool thing about the Eco Drive is that it is solar powered. So there's a solar panel hidden under that face, and it charges from any kind of light, sunlight or incandescent or whatever. And when it's fully charged, it lasts for a solid 6 months in the darkness. To which Auburn earlier suggested, we were like, when would you live in darkness for 6 months? Maybe if you lived on Svalbard. Maybe if you lived on Svalbard. I don't know. Somewhere very north. But it charges off of incandescent lights too, or any kind of interior light. Any kind of light. So, but anyway, yeah. I think it's a beautiful watch. With a very cool drive. And it's got a date display, which is nice. Also makes nice sounds. Eric says, my cat Ditto, who hasn't moved off my chest, also was here when we moved. She's an outside cat, but she sticks to our yard and the neighboring auto shop. That's very sweet. Very happy she avoids the street entirely. Yes. Yeah. We do worry about Royal out there. We live on a cul-de-sac, and so we don't get we don't get any through traffic. But cars do still come into the cul-de-sac. I'm just glad that Royal spends most of her time in her box these days that we put out there for her. Bruce says she seems super happy with the freedom. Putting her outside may have been the best thing to happen to her. Maybe. I still do wish, I don't know, I wish we could keep her. She was ours. But we do kind of get the best of both worlds in a sense. some speedy mods here. We do. Keep an eye on things. So you best watch yourselves. Best watch yourselves. Coma has requested some mic scritches. I think we can do that for you. I think we can do that for you. Trope says that watch is made for nuclear winters. Indeed. Nice Octo. The Seiko Presage. A cocktail mockingbird. I must admit, I'm not a huge watch nerd. I think I would like to get into watches more than I am, but I have a lot to learn. Maybe this will be the start. It sounds nice though. That's what you run, Octo? Similar green. I'm a sucker for a pretty green watch. Naga says, I need to get myself some nice watches as a purveyor of shoes. I think I can make some cool combos. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Nap says, I do gotta hit the road now. Might possibly pop in when I get to the office. Alright, Naps. All the best. Hope your work goes well. It was really good to see you. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your year. I hope we get to see you again really soon. Sorry, Eric says Ditto was a teenager when we got here. So she's only 4. Only 4 what? Oh, only 4 years old. She's like a teenager in cat years. Not in human years. Royal is 8, I believe. 8. Bruce says, with over 1 billion in funding, the Star Citizen team could have built an actual space-worthy vessel by now. Right? Kind of feels that way. I agree, Eric. I agree. We need our kitties to live forever. Forever. Alright, well, we've had a nice break from the gameplay. So let's head back in and let's actually play some more Skyrim, shall we? I was trying to figure out where the road goes here. Because the path looks like it comes up here and then it just kind of ends. But this kind of shows the path carrying on. Doesn't it? Oh, actually it looks like maybe if we go back to that cave. Yeah, let's go back to that cave. It looks like it branches off over there. I hear another troll. There he is. Yo, Frost troll buddy. Gang, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That was all me. That was all me. Did you see that? Pure skill. Pro gamer moves. Seems like we're still in combat. Ooh, this looks very chilly, doesn't it? I think we're getting tired. I think we need to camp and nap. Perhaps have some serene naps. Oh, well, we're gonna have to nap right after we fight this dragon. Right after we fight this dragon. Oh wow, he's getting up in here. A flying worm, whoa. An elder dragon. Oh boy, oh boy. Don't mind me while I just sneak up behind this dragon. Get down here, you oversized bird. Oh wow, okay, he did in fact get down here. He down. He down. easier to steal my dragon soul. And this ghostly fox is just chilling, just because. Jerk. You jerk. Fine then, I'll take his dragon bones. There's nothing else. Yo, Argus, you okay, bro? Who we fighting? Apparently there's still someone to fight over here. Oh. This Draugr dude? Oh wait, that's my Draugr. There must be more Draugr in here. Well done, gang. Well done. Okay, the combat music's still going, which suggests oh, okay. Argus, you okay, bro? Okay, alright. Where are we going here, actually? Where are we actually going? Somewhere up here, but I'm not sure where. Malbec asks if this is the same save I used for the wandering videos. No. No, it's not. I have actually an entirely different mod list that I use for the wandering videos. This mod list is pretty outdated. I've kept it more or less intact since 2018 for the sake of keeping this save game functional so I could keep playing it on stream. Okay, you know what, gang? It's pretty dark. I can't really tell where we have to go. Also, I'm pretty sure we gotta sleep. So why don't we set up, gosh, how do I do this? I want survival. It's been a while. Resourcefulness? Yeah, resourcefulness. Build campfire. Okay. Let's build ourselves a campfire. And let's set up our tent. And let's warm up and let's sleep. My tummy's making weird sounds. It's going gurgle gurgle. Do you have any extra wood we can put on here? No, sadly we don't. Well, it'll last for 7 hours, 7.5. Let's place our tent. Curses. Sometimes placing the tent is tricky. There we go. My companions are an absolute wrecking crew. Also, Drake. What are these quotes? Bruce says we'll meet again when we hand you your ass me rack. Straight up, though. Oh yeah, this is like I said, a 2018 vintage mod list, so. Superior, welcome, hello. The Super Mario Show says, I love the Wandering in Skyrim videos, thank you. I love making them. Hey, did y'all see this year's Wandering in Skyrim Christmas edition? Saturalia 2025. I was pretty happy with that coziness factor in that one. Also, I completely ignored or missed the hype train. Thank you for the hype train, gang. I somehow did not see it. All right, let's sleep. Let's sleep for 7 hours. Our fire should still be just extinguishing at that point. Should get us to roughly the morning. There we go. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. 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 I don't want to be here. Stop. I don't want to be here. Dang it, y'all. Frickin' Murak. Frickin' Murak. Dang it all. Ugh. Not very restful. Uh-oh. What enemy? Oh good, my gang's here at least. Okay, well, whatever it was ran away. Oh wait, no. It's right there. Oh no, it's trying to run away. Miko, no. Miko, look out. Alright, I'm sorry, Sabercat. That was not a very fair fight. Alright, well, at least we can fast travel back to Sarek's watch here. Okay, I think it's just, yes, the sun's just rising here. Our tent is probably still in here. Let's pack it up. Let's pack it up and put that fire away. Well, we can enjoy beautiful sunrise over a dragon skeleton. Drake says, well, my friend, I've got to head to bed. Have a great rest of your stream. Looking forward to many more in the new year. Drake, thanks for being rad. Thank you for your service with the quotes. Thank you for being one of the longest standing, most enthusiastic and genuine members of this community. Truly a backbone of this community. Means a lot. And glad to have you with us for all these years and into the far future of 2026. You have a good one, Drake. Sleep well and Happy New Year. Please pass on Happy New Year wishes, New Year's wishes to Jenny and Eleanor. And we will see you next year. For some Minecraft. This game is still so pretty. I know. It truly, look at those stars. Stars beyond the clouds. It's the first rosy light of dawn. Tinges the distant horizons. Freaking gorgeous. Rosy fingered dawn. Okay, so where we gotta go here? I'm confused, y'all. Where we gotta go? Might have to go up here, possibly. Dang it. Oh no. So stuck. I'm actually not sure if we have to go up here, truth be told. Okay, definitely looks like we do though. What the frick? What the frick, you guys? Eric says, there's a really good add-on for Campfire that adds a whole ass cabin for you to craft in place. What? You could carry a cabin with you. That's excessive. That's excessive. Maybe potentially cozy, but maybe a little excessive. You know what I'm saying? there's stairs. There we go. There we go. I knew that couldn't have been the way it was supposed to happen. Oh, shoot. Oh. Wow. 40 firewood to build the cabin. Yikes. Oh, speaking of firewood, we should forage for a bit of firewood right now. Oh. Well, okay, fair enough. It's true there are no trees to harvest firewood from. Oh well, I guess you just won't be using the campfire for a while. Seriously, my stomach. I should also eat and drink. I'm probably parched and starving. I can't remember the last time we ate and drank. Let's eat a whole ass loaf of bread. And a whole ass cabbage. What is my stomach doing? And a couple carrots. There we are. We are well sated, finally. And now, some water. There we go. We're now well sated, well hydrated, hopefully well rested. Time to fight more Draugr. Got that boost RØDE going on. Got that boost RØDE going on. Ooh, a big chest. What we got? Ooh, ebony dagger of debilitation. That actually might be decent for us. Possibly. It might not be too bad. Nice. Alright. Here's the word wall. Earth, bend will. We did it. We did it. So pretty. Eric asks what survival mod I'm using. I'm using Frostfall. Frostfall. Thorek, good night. You too. Have a great rest of your 2025, and we will see you next year. Thanks for being here, Thorek. Sleep well. We'll see you next time. Take care. Coodog, I'm doing all right. We're just chilling. Just chilling. Okay, so we have to use the wind will shout on the wind stone. I think the wind stone is back down here. Yes, where we got transported to. Let us fast travel there. Let's blast it with this dragon shout. Man, we really don't have many shouts, do we? Oh, we better unlock this. Yes, we have so many dragon souls. We should unlock all these. Shows you how much we actually use. Dragon shouts, eh? There we go. Alright. Time to blast. What's going on? Kablooey. Oh. Time to fight. Ew, he's got mouth tentacles. Yikes. Necklace of eminent deft hands. Alright. Big pocketing. Okay, alright. Say so. We did it. we should be able to harvest some wood here now. There's plenty of trees, plenty of trees. Yo, what's up, Fenari Strong Voice?
Allmaker bless you. You have saved us.
Oh, all in a day's work for the Dragonborn, you know.
I don't know what spell you freed us from, outsider, but I thank you.
What happened?
Out here at this hour.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, I pray to the Allmaker that whatever this was doesn't happen again.
This is some dark magic. It has to be.
Very good. Alright. Yeah, let's harvest some wood here. Let's chop some dead wood. Alright.
The whole village is
Yo, what's up, Japes?
What sorcery is this?
Gonna eat right now, but just wanted to say hi. Well, enjoy your eating, Japes. And thank you for dropping in to say hi. Alright, let's go. Head to the Skull Village. Whew. Where's our boy? Up here. What is it so cozy? Oh.
We are safe, which means you have succeeded.
Let's have a seat.
The air is thick. You have prevailed. I can feel it.
We can ask him about his role among the skull. Ask about the Allmaker. Sure, let's do that before we carry on. Who or what is the Allmaker? Mitin says not heard of this god before.
You are an outsider, and I don't know if I can make you understand. I will try. The All-Maker is the maker of all things. And it
Okay.
is from the All-Maker that life flows like a great river. As all rivers must return to the sea, so all life returns in time to the All-Maker. I know our ways must seem strange, but the 9 gods of the Empire are equally strange to us.
What is your role among the skull exactly?
As shaman of Skull Village, I serve as both a guide and a healer, as well as a keeper of traditions. I also remind Skull to live as one nature, and to honor the will of the All-Maker, so that we will be worthy to join him again.
Fair enough. Yeah, Kaji'd Speak mod is fun. I'm glad you like the lighting. I can't remember what lighting mod I'm using. I think this might be ELFX. Because again, it's an old school mod list. This is before Lux. Your people are free.
So it is. You have proven yourself an ally to the Skull.
I don't know if you noticed, but he was about to take a bite of his bread, and then I'm like, your people are free. He's like, oh. What do we do now,
You have released the Windstone and broken the hold on my people. Perhaps you can do the same for the rest of Solstein. I doubt it will fully stop whatever Mirak is doing, but it may slow his progress.
That is not enough. Mittens needs to stop Mirak now.
I cannot help with that. None here can. You will need the knowledge Mirak himself learned. You will need to learn more about this black.
That sounds like tentacles to me. Tell Mittens more about this book then.
Mirak had this? This does not look like something of the dragon cult. It is a dark thing, unnatural. I would have nothing to do with it. But the dark elf wizard Neloth. He came to us some time ago asking about black books. I believe he knows a great deal about them. Perhaps too much. Seek him out to the south. Cautious, Dragonborn. There is something else at work.
Alright, we have a few different topics of conversation. I don't know why we're slaying scamps right now, but Bolos felt the scamp needed to die. Never a bad choice. What's up, Bolos? Good to see you. How are you doing? Minions wishes to learn about these black books.
Our traditions do not speak of them, but they and Mirak are connected. We read a black book and saw him. And the book's power comes from the same dark source as that which corrupted the Windstone. But beware, you are now walking the same road as Mirak.
Bolos says it's my stream joining ritual. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're doing us a great service. Ken Dog says Morrowind music in the Skyrim game. Yes, because we are on Solstheim, which is an area that first appeared in Morrowind, and the entire Solstheim Dragonborn DLC in Skyrim has quite a lot of Morrowind vibes. For example, we're about to go talk to a Dark Elf wizard, Neloth, in his mushroom tower. Very Morrowind. Why do you think these Neloth can help the Mutants find the black books then,
He also is searching for them. In fact, he has already found one. He showed it to me when he came here. It was very like the one you found in Mirak's temple. A thing of dark magic, not of the Warmaker.
What happens when the Mutants are shot at the Windstone exactly?
The power of the stone had been corrupted. It was the source of the influence that had taken control of the skull. Your shout broke whatever evil will controlled the stone, and restored its true nature as a conduit of the All-Maker's spirits. Freeing the other stones will diminish whatever dark influence is spreading across Solstheim.
The other stones?
Yes. There are 6 sacred stones. Wind, water, earth, beast, sun, and tree. Through them, the oneness of the land is maintained. Freya saw that the tree stone now stands imprisoned in Mirak's new temple. I doubt that you can free it until his power is broken. But you may be able to cleanse the other stones. Even if this does not stop Mirak, it surely will.
Good night,
make you
Auburn.
return.
Good night. Auburn says, okay, friend, 3:30 is the limit for this night owl. That's respectable. That's respectable. I'm so happy that I was able to make it here tonight. Take care, friends. Take care, Nick. I will. Take care. Thank you. See you next week. Yes, I will be streaming next Sunday. But Auburn, I might talk to you before then. I reckon I will, in fact. So, you have a wonderful night. I hope you sleep well. I hope you have an excellent week, and we will talk soon. If I don't talk to you before New Year's, Happy New Year. I hope you have an excellent exit from this year and entry into the next.
All-Maker shelter.
Alright, so we learned some stuff. Oh my gosh. Skyrim, you gotta love it.
So the dragons have returned.
You gotta love it.
The skull
Yeah, the lighting in here is very cozy, isn't it? Oh my gosh, SerinCo, welcome, 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 welcome. Come on in, Raiders. Come on in, Raiders. SerinCo, so nice of you to drop on in. How are you doing? SerinCo Raid, SerinCo Raid. How was your stream? What were you all up to tonight? Were you hanging out? You chatting? Playing a game? Doing some cosplay? What were you all up Friends, if you are not already following SerinCo, I implore you, go follow. Go follow. You will love the vibes there. Let me just get this. So you can do that. You can go click that heart. Could not be easier. Or tap it, whatever. You will be following another fantastic ASMR streamer on this platform. SerinCo is one of my favorite nerdy streamers. Nerd certified. I hope that's okay to say. But SerinCo does a lot of great cosplay streams. SerinCo does some gaming streams. A lot of hanging out, chatting, just like we do here. If you like the vibes here, I think you will love the vibes there as well. Yes, indeed. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm allowed to say that. Happy holidays to you as well. I hope you've had a good holiday season, SerinCo. If you got to take some time off, a little bit of rest and relaxation over the last week, I hope. Welcome Jetlag. Welcome Sting666. Wonderful of you to come on in with the raid. Friends, if it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Nick. I'm the ASMR nerd. I do nerdy ASMR stuff. Not the cosplays, not like SerinCo, but we play a lot of games around here, and I do yap a lot as well. A lot. So if you like that, then I think you will enjoy it here. So please make yourselves at home, and thank you again for coming on in with the raid. Tonight we are playing some Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Pardon me. SerinCo says, I gotta run for dinner, but everyone have a wonderful night. SerinCo, thank you so much again for coming on in. Thank you for bringing your awesome community on over here to hang out and be awesome with these awesome people. Oh my gosh, it's spinning. I hope you have a wonderful dinner. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your year, and I wish you a very happy New Year's. Take care, SerinCo. We will see you when we see you next. Hopefully we can return the favor. Take care. Have a great day, night, whatever. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, we got a couple of awesome raids tonight, Yakanono. I appreciate it very much. Shout out again to Falcor the Book Dragon for the raid earlier. Swolnick on YouTube asks, dumb question, I doubt it, but why do you stream so late? Well, for one, I'm on the West Coast, and so while it is late for me, it's probably not as late as it is for many of you. It is 12:42 right now. Which, you know, I don't work tomorrow, so that's not so bad. But I know for some of you in Eastern time, it's like 3:40 in the morning, which is pretty darn late. The other answer to that question is because this is when I can find time to stream. The rest of my days tend to get filled up with all kinds of other stuff. And this is when I can make the time to stream. So, this is what I do. Also, I think I missed something from our dear friend, Bruce. Earlier, Bruce said, I'm not a big fan of Let's Play streams, but I found a streamer that I really like, and she started playing Skyrim last year, and she constantly comments on the game's beauty. She also said that she could literally spend the whole day in-game. That checks out. The game is still beautiful all these years later, and it really does draw you in. It's very good at that, like, one next thing, you know. And it is fun to see someone else discovering a game that, you know, that we love, seeing it through their fresh eyes and getting to be like, oh yeah, I remember when I first encountered this thing or did that for the first time. It's like, well, Bruce, you would know better than I, but maybe it's kind of like having a kiddo in a sense, having kids and getting to sort of vicariously experience things through their eyes for the first time, right? I don't know, maybe I'm totally off the mark with that, but that's my guess. Eric says, I'm also on Pacific time and a night owl. This is my active time. Yeah, I mean, for better or for worse, I'm also a night owl. When I'm working, I have to force myself to be a more or less normal human, working more or less normal hours. But when I'm on break like this, I revert into night owl gremlin mode. So, you know. So many familiar faces in here tonight, Naga. It's true. The holidays bring people out. I love it. I agree, Ken Dog. I think by today's standards, some people might say that Skyrim feels a little less alive than it once did, but I still think, especially when modded, it does feel quite lively. Yo, Gunther Rose, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Alright, so we've been tasked with a couple of things. Cleansing the stones is one of them. We can go around to the various stones on the island and reduce Murek's corruption. Or we can go talk to Neloth, the crazy wizard in the Mushroom Tower. I think we should do that. Yakanona says, I loved Skyrim when it came out, but I played it on PC. No idea how the PlayStation version looks. It looks like unmodded Skyrim. Which is to say, a little dated. But, you know what? That game still plays great, I'm sure. But gosh, we need Elder Scrolls 6. I thought I heard someone shouting about being attacked, but I don't see anyone attacking us.
Because I already have a wife.
What? Who's being attacked? Where? What? What is happening? Oh gosh, it's a bear. It's a big bear. Bite him in the bud, Miko. Bite him in the butt. I'm sorry, bear, but maybe you shouldn't have attacked. You should not have attacked the village. Eric says, I usually do the side quests first, and the Crazy Wizard sounds like a side quest. Actually, the Crazy Wizard is a main quest, but a very fun main quest. I mean, he's just a fun character. Bruce says, I do some of my best creative work at night. Same, straight up. Pretty much every video you have ever seen from me was recorded probably between the hours of like 11 p.m. at 5 a.m. So... Alright, so Neloth, if I recall correctly, is found to the south. Yes, way down here. Actually, you know, we could head down there, and on the way we can hit the Beast Stone and the Sunstone. Maybe that makes sense. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Might as well be efficient about it. Serena says, I'm starting to nod. Thanks for the chill vibes, Dr. Nick. Hey, my pleasure. I'm glad that you could be a part of our 2025, Serena. And I wish you also a very happy, healthy 26th and a good New Year celebration. We will see you next year. Take care. Sleep well. It looked like the bear was surprised you found him sneaking into town. You're right. He was kind of like, oh no, oh shit. He was just coming to eat some picnic baskets. Sorry, Mr. Bear. Gosh, this is so pretty. Heckin' gorgeous. We are going completely the opposite direction of the Beast Stone. Oh, okay, cool. Let's go this way. What's all this? Where's this place? Ah, Thirsk Mead Hall, indeed, of course, of course. Yo, what's up, Ricklings? You follow me. Who taught you to talk? Khajiit is curious. Alright. Let's go. Where are we going, little buddy? I'm following you. What did you just call me? And who are you, hmm? Khajiit is not sure he understands what is going on here. Are you saying you want Mitten's help? Bilgemok is an animal of some kind, yes? And you wanted it back. Why did you take over Thirsk? Khajiit is curious. Cold, dizzy drink. Indeed. Where did you live before you were here? Alright. So we've been tasked by these Reiklings who've taken over this meat hall to find something called Bilgemok. We must give Bilgemok some meat. I found a group of Reiklings who seem to have taken up residence in Thirsk Mead Hall. Somehow, their chief has learned to speak intelligently and has asked me to assist them with a number of small favors. Alright, that's right, Goblin Dude, one of the good stuff. Yo, Trick Sheep, what's up? Good to see you. Trick Sheep says, hope you had a lovely Christmas, brother. I did, thank you, and I hope you did as well. Hope you're enjoying your vacation. Of course, of course. I hope you've been having a good one, Trick Sheep. Yakanono says, man, I have good memories of this game. I was living in a house with 3 other dudes. Still, I exclaimed, I'm the Archmage of the College of Winterhold in my pajamas to one, and it became a running joke. Classic. That's excellent. Yo, Trick Sheep. I appreciate the cheer. Thank you so much. That's very kind. Or I guess we don't call it a cheer on YouTube. We call it a super chat. Thank you for the kind support. And smash that like button. I appreciate that as well. Trick Sheep, I really do. You good? Just got back from work. Just saying what up to the YouTube homies. Excellent. Well, thanks for dropping in. You got any time off coming up, or did you get a little bit of time off at least? I hope so. Alright, we gotta go find a Bilgemok, y'all. Where are we gonna find a Bilgemok? over here by the looks of it. By the looks of it. Bruce says when you're low level, those bears are basically dragons. I mean, let's be real, those bears would kick my ass if it wasn't for my crew. My crew's got my back. Eric says, the game almost looks unmodded, like in a good way. Like it has a bit of that gray filter that reminds me of vanilla. Yeah, I tried to keep it like vanilla plus, right? Didn't want it to deviate too much from the vanilla aesthetic. But I wanted it to look nicer, right? You know, Eric, that's a good question. I'm not sure. They're definitely goblin-like. I'm not sure if they're like canonically related to goblins. Naga says they're kind of like really angry Smurfs. A little bit. Here, let's find out. Let's go take a look at the unofficial Elder Scrolls Wiki. UESP. Reeklings. Indeed they are. Reeklings are a race of blue-skinned ice goblins related to other goblin kin. The most common Reeklings are small in stature and found on Solstheim, but larger Reeklings once presided on the mainland, or were once present on mainland Skyrim in the Second Era. They are aggressive and can be dangerous in groups. Despite being considered a little more than beasts by the local Nords, Reeklings are naturally cunning. Reeklings speak the goblin language and can be conversed with by expert linguists. Some speak Cyrodiilic, although they rarely say anything intelligible. Apart from this, they seemingly have little culture of their own. Wow, that's very judgmental. They scavenge what few relics they can find from other races and form strange attachments to these treasures. Trick Shape says, thinking about leaving this job soon to pursue more time with family and send YouTube content full time. Yeah. But yeah, Christmas time off was lovely. Excellent. Hey, I'm glad that you did get a little time off. It's always a tough one, eh? Like, do you commit to the YouTube grind? You find a job that lets you do both. It's not an easy one for sure. I get you. Yes, that makes a lot of sense, Eric, doesn't it? So it continues here. The origins of Reeklings are a mystery to the people of Tamriel. The local Nords believe them to be descendants of the Snow Elves and related to other elven races. But this claim is not supported by scholars. I think that's just Nords wanting to be like, you're the son of a Reekling. The Imperials consider them to be nothing more than ice goblins. The Reeklings of Solstheim consider it to be the entire world within Great Water, meaning that the Solstheim Reeklings are unaware of any tribes on the mainland. The Reeker of Hrothgar are sometimes described as crossbreeds between standard goblins and Reeklings, or just a larger variety of Reekling. There you go. So their actual origins are unknown. Oh, well, friends, as much as I can't, my stomach is making all kinds of weird noises. I think I need to go have a snack after this. As much as I do not have work tomorrow, for which I'm very glad, I have to admit, I am starting to get a little tired. I'm starting to fade a little bit. And so I think this might be a nice place to leave it for now. This is a beautiful scene in a lovely game. Yeah, it seems like it might be a nice place to leave off for 2025. Before we wrap up, I wanted to show you two more things real quick here. A couple of Christmas gifts that I thought were real neat. I know I showed you some earlier, but I thought you guys might appreciate seeing these because one's pretty fun and the other's pretty cool. This was another gift from my lovely wife. I showed you guys earlier my Hobbit door mug, which is quite spectacular, and got that cottagecore vibe. Along with that, she gave me a gorgeous teapot, which is made by a different local artisan, but also has similar kind of cottagecore vibes. It's got this beautiful oak leaf on it and these incredible oak branches that wind their way around. And on the top here, it's got this incredible little acorn branch and acorn. I have actually purchased for myself some pottery pieces from this artist. She is, as I said, local. She does these beautiful mugs as well with incredible West Coast scenes in this very high contrast black and white kind of aesthetic, with like ravens and the ocean and trees. They're gorgeous. And but we saw her at a craft fair this year, and she started doing these oak tree pieces, and I actually bought a spoon rest from her, which was an oak leaf kind of like this, made for like holding your spoons, you know, on the stovetop. And Sarah noticed that I really liked her stuff, so she sneakily went back and got me this amazing teapot, which when paired with this incredible Hobbit House mug, Hobbit hole, I guess we call it, we've just got this incredible cottagecore duo. So I have not yet brewed any tea in here, but perhaps tomorrow I shall, and enjoy it out of my new mug. But I just thought it was such a cool piece. I thought you guys might like to see it. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it, Falcor? And they're gorgeous. If you're ever curious, Falcor, let me know. I'd be happy to let you know the name of the artist. I don't know if she ships, but either artist actually, this one or this one. I was saying earlier, the artist who makes these ones is a friend of ours. But this lady, I don't know her personally. I just know her from her work. Seeing her at a couple craft fairs. She's a very thoughtful partner. In addition to these very, very thoughtful gifts, she also got me this. A calendar, truly a calendar for our times. Ugly Medieval Cats 2026. Which, you know, this is the vibe we need. For sure, Falcor, if you're curious, I'd be happy to let you know the names of these artists. Not the ugly medieval artists. I don't know who makes these ugly medieval cat prints. They're probably long dead. But I thought we could take a look at January together here, just to see how ugly it truly is. We'll maybe have to reveal these month by month, y'all, as we go. But for January, here's our ugly medieval cat for January 2026. Truly something to look forward to. I don't think I mentioned it to y'all, but we actually had our own little cat and mouse scenario just before Christmas. Dear Royal, who you got to see earlier, she occasionally takes it upon herself to bring us a gift, because I think she appreciates that we give her warm places to be and lots of cuddles and love. And so, being a cat, you know, she has no worldly possessions, and so her instinct is to bring us dead things, usually. But this time she brought us a live thing. I heard her meowing at the door, and so I went down to let her in, and she comes blasting through the door before I can stop her, before I can see what's going on. And she drops on the ground a mouse. Said mouse was very alive, and said mouse skittered under our bench and then basically evaporated. I tried to find it. Royal tried to find it. We spent the better part of 15 minutes looking for it. We could not find it, and eventually Royal gave up And so did I. And so, fortunately, we had access to a live trap. And so I put it out with some peanut butter. It took 2 days. We did eventually catch our little mouse. And I think I might have showed you guys this mouse last stream. I couldn't remember. But I just thought those of you who didn't see it would maybe appreciate, because it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. Let me see. I can't remember if I showed this to you guys or not, but anyway, there he is. Our little mousy friend. So we had our little Christmas mouse. He was safely released out. I let him out into the yard. They generally tell you you're not supposed to release them out into the yard, but I think that's for the case where they're coming into the house of their own volition. I don't think this little guy has any interest in coming back into the house. I think he was pretty traumatized, so I don't think we have to worry about seeing him again. Although it's possible that Royal will find this mouse again and bring it back into the house. But anyway. So there you have it, friends. That was my last week or so. Yakanano says that teapot is beautiful. My mom would have loved that. We meditated in the woods once, and then later bought teacups from a local artist. I still have them. That is very, very sweet. That is very meaningful. That is a special memory. And I think your mom would like to know that you kept those teacups, and they mean something to you. Yakanono also says, my girlfriend, long-term girlfriend, is a great gift giver too. She got me a shirt with an imprint of the woods my mom and I would always meditate in. Again, that is extremely meaningful. It's very, very thoughtful of your girlfriend. She sounds like a keeper. Yeah, truly though, Sarah spoiled me big time. Yes, definitely. I've been a little afraid to like heft this around too much. It does feel a little bit fragile, so I will have to be quite careful. It's a very beautiful piece of art though. Good evening, bakery guy. Great to see you. I'm glad you could drop in. I hope you do fall asleep soon though. I hope you sleep well. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your year, bakery guy. Happy New Year. Naga says, I love artists of ages past not knowing at all what some animals look like. Yeah, I know. You ever see some of those hilarious medieval paintings, drawings, tapestry things, whatever, of like lions and tigers and that kind of stuff? Very good. Eric says, it reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, okay, I can sort of see that vibe a little bit. Dayboy Jovi, thank you. Speaking of gifts from my wife, this was another one. Drink of the night, Dayboy Jovi, has been the Eggnog Latte Stout. This thing's pretty serious. It's a very dark beer, lots of flavor, quite sweet. Definitely the vanilla comes through. Not so much some of those other flavors, but the vanilla, definitely. And a wee bit on the strong side. Sorry, I've got some royal hairs on here. But it's been quite lovely. I've almost polished off the can. Nice seasonal beer. Uh-oh, Eric. Ditto also dropping gifts for you. It's very sweet of them. Like, I couldn't be mad at Royal. I'm like, oh, thank you. But also, don't. Like, I understand it's their instinct. It's their way of saying thanks. It's their way of saying, hey, you seem like a shitty hunter. Eat some food. But And so, you know, I try to be as gracious as I can, but it's hard to be gracious when you're scrambling around at like 11 p.m. in a like fairly dark, semi-dark kind of living room trying to find a mouse. So, you know. That mouse is probably headed to Redwall Monastery right now. That's right, Bruce. Bruce says, one of my favorite drawings was a rhinoceros drawn by Albrecht Dürer based on a description he was given. Now I need to look this up. I need to know. That's actually a pretty good picture of a rhinoceros, truth be told. Like, the armor plates are wild, but like, he kind of generally got the gist of it. That's pretty cool. Good job, Albrecht. Yeah, I think he did a pretty darn good job of it if that was just based on a description. It was pretty good, Dead Boy Jovi. It was pretty darn tasty. Alina Phenomena says, we have a mouse in the house this season too, but no cat. Have you been able to tempt the mouse out, perhaps, with some peanut butter or something? That's right. Royal was like, your noob, don't starve. Pretty much exactly. It's funny though, once we caught the mouse in that live trap, I hadn't taken it out right away because I was originally going to take it a little further afield, but I just ended up taking it out into the backyard. But Royal walked right past that trap several times. Did not register that there was a mouse in there at all. Like, whatsoever. She didn't even notice. Did not care. Trick Sheep says, yeah, good to hear from your brother. Defo, consider redirecting to someone you know or someone you support if you get the time before the stream ends. I always live in Skyrim too. Trick Sheep, that's very kind of you to suggest that I redirect elsewhere. I think it's a great idea too. I should try and find some folks that could use the support as well on YouTube, or that would be nice to send people to. So thank you for the suggestion, Trick Sheep. You have a good one. Heck yeah. Happy New Year, Trick Sheep. You have a good one. And we will see you next time. Thanks again for being awesome. Thanks for your enthusiasm and support. And enjoy the rest of your 2025. See you next year. Eric says, cats do it out of love. It's best to praise them and then clean it up. Yes, exactly. You don't want them to get like a complex about it. Like, just try and do something nice. Alright, gang. I think it's time we wrap this up. As much as I would like to keep going, I'm getting pretty tired, I have to admit. Getting pretty EP. So, friends, we should go and find someone to raid. The last raid of the year. We were the lucky recipients of a couple of very awesome raids today. One from Falcor, the book Dragon. Another from SerinCo. Let's get some shout outs here. Sunderson, you have a question? Sure, go for it. I can field a question. Shout out Falcor _ the lowercase book dragon. There we go. Got it. We'll do SerinCo in a second, but it is always a pleasure. Ooh, did you hear that? That was my hip. Always a pleasure to get visits from our awesome Twitch friends here. Firecrack that. Thank you for following. My tummy is still making strange sounds. Who is streaming on Twitch right now that we could go visit? Who is streaming? Who have we not rated? For a while. For a while. Oh, you know who should go raid? Why don't we go raid Lionheart? Y'all? Lionheart, long time. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? Lionheart, we were literally just talking about raiding you. Like, literally just about to raid you. Uno reversal. Oh my gosh, you were listening. You were listening. You. Man, you totally. You got me. You got me good. Alright, fair enough. Lionheart and friends. I appreciate the raid very much as well. Last minute raid here because we are going to be wrapping up here in just a second. We were looking for someone to raid. Sutter said, I'm afraid I cannot do shaving cream. A, because I do not have shaving cream here. B, because we are wrapping it up. But thank you for the request nonetheless. Y'all, if you don't know Lionheart, like I said, longtime member of this community and another awesome streamer here. Lionheart says, we will be honored to raid Snowball with you. You know it. You know it. Let's just get a shout out going here for Lionheart here before we wrap it up and go raid elsewhere. We were so close. We were so close. Please go check out Lionheart. Like I said, not specifically ASMR, but Lionheart does do very chill streams. And if y'all love that thief, if y'all on the Taffer train, you will love Lionheart's content. Go check it out. Piana, I'm glad you enjoy the keyboard sounds. I have a couple of keyboards out here right now. I've got this guy over here, which is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. By the way, welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you for coming on in with Lionheart. If it's your first time here, please make yourselves at home for the next 2 minutes or so. But I'd love to see you back for a future stream as well. My name is Nick. I'm the ASMR nerd. I do nerdy ASMR stuff. Like, we play video games mostly. Well, actually, mostly. I just yap, but we do play video games as well. Tonight we are playing Skyrim. Lionheart says, last night Clara asked, is the guy with the clicky clacky potato online? I do have my potato here tonight. Sorry, I was not online last night. But if Clara wants some clicky clacky potato, why don't I tap on a potato right now? I don't know if I call it clicky clacky. It's kind of a little more tippy tappy. But happy to make some potato sounds. Geotaffer, welcome. We've just finished some little corners and dropping in to join. Hey, thank you very much, Geotaffer. I appreciate that. We have to check out little corners here on the channel. I have meant to do so. Maybe that's a good January thing. Because that game does look really chill and really cute. Alright, let's raid out. Who should we go raid? Who is this? I'm just looking. Twitch has popped up him. Person who I've never visited before. Are they live? Looks like. Yo, it looks like James Bond just raided into them. Alright, let's go check it out. Gia ASMR. I've never been to Gia ASMR before, but it looks like she's doing some classic triggers and is doing a push for partner. So let's go check it out. We'll see if she has raids on. She just popped up on my channels we think you'd like here. So let's go check it out. Always nice to support other streamers and meet new people. Okay. Okay. It looks like we're good. So, friends, sit tight. If you would like to join us for the raid, just hang out with us here on Twitch. We will head over to Gia ASMR stream Are you kidding me? Wow, it is 8 o'clock. Amy Pie and friends, welcome on in. We are literally on our way to another raid right now. So you're going to be raid snowballing with us. But I appreciate the raid so much. I appreciate the raid so much. Amy Pie, it is great to see you. Amy, I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. And I hope we get to see you again real soon. We'll raid into you sometime real soon so we can catch up a little bit because it's been a while. I did have a great stream. We hung out, we played some Skyrim, talked about our Christmases and all that. It was great. Like I said, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, wonderful holiday season. Everyone that came on in with the Amy Pie raid, I appreciate it so much. I hope we get to see you here again sometime soon. I will be streaming a week from now, next Sunday, in 2026, y'all. So happy freaking New Year. Enjoy the rest of your 2025. All the very best in the new year. Let's go visit Gia ASMR. Wonderful to see you all. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now, friends. Bye for now.